What is going on, Entertainment? So time comes out with another after show. We talking Baddies East episode 16. I'm so irritated with Zeus. Like, y'all going down real bad. Like, Big Lex real bad. That was worse than the live from last night. Lex probably like, oh, thank God. Because that was embarrassing, Lex. I still ain't forget about that. But this episode was worse. So you get off on this one. Okay, now, there was a scene that was like a weird scene where we see Rollie walking in, and then she said, "Watch your effing mouth." I think she was talking to Scotty, because Scotty was like, "No, Rollie," and she said something to that effect. I don't know why they cut that part out. I do remember them. Why is it loading? Can you guys hear me? Okay. Because Scotty's voice wouldn't be able to match up with Rollie's, but Rollie was yelling at her in the middle of a store. I don't know if that was in Jamaica or if that was in another city, but I feel like it has something to do with that. And also, Twitch people, are we good? Echoing. Someone said echoing. I'm good. I'm good. Twitch people, I'm good. I'm not echoing, right? No, I'm good. Okay, I'm good. All right, let me make sure it's okay, we good. All right, I don't even want to waste any more time because a lot of people have stuff to say. And also, T said it had to do with her mom. Y'all saw my recap. I did say I feel like it was a little bit of a cap. She said, "Thank you for everyone that checked on me and my mom. I was happy I was able to come home early and be with her. Ultimately, it made us grow closer, and I'm happy to have her with me today." So it did seem serious. So I guess I do take that back because I thought she was just trying to, get out of filming in Jamaica, which I don't blame her after that episode. And also, Taseki's been showing us her fighting skills, y'all.
Bah! Put that body up in it. You know, bah! You
want
turn that leg. Turn that leg up in there because you want to put all of this up in that other body. You feel me? Yeah. She's teaching them how to fight. Yo. Wow.
Okay. All right. First call I'm adding. Please do not rant. We talking. Do you believe Smiley had an actual seizure? Do you think she was being over dramatic? Do you think she was faking it? Also, what do you guys think of the girls' reaction to it? Do you feel like they were insensitive? Okay. Rosa, what's up?
Hi, Pierre. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm irritated because first of all, Anna was talking about she drunk. I was disappointed because like you get irritated. But like even before you get drunk, you probably have animosity towards Smiley anyway. So like, why do you try to hug it out afterwards? Just stand on business and say I have an issue with you. Like, but like I appreciate her act like Black in Sky, who got drunk and have an issue with everyone, but still.
So
That
you
was
think she was
irritating.
just copping out of it and with the whole "I'm drunk" excuse?
Yeah, I was just like honestly, the whole episode just made me dislike House B so much because like now my favorite is back to Krishan Jr. He really cannot do no wrong in my eyes. He's my favorite at
You
this
said
point.
Krishan Jr. is your favorite
Yeah, on Baddie Yeast. Period.
because he doesn't talk.
Yeah, exactly. And Smiley wearing braids pissed me off for real. That looked like a Taylor Perry wig. No shade. Don't wear that wig anymore, okay? She looked like that one picture of Katy Perry wearing those Batu knocks. Y'all
You
know
think it's
what I'm
cultural
talking
appropriation?
about. I just feel like first of all, she doesn't have the hair like that. I can guarantee you she doesn't have hair for that. I can guarantee. Because
Now with Smiley, do you think she was faking it? That's the big debate. Was she faking it?
Okay,
You believe
first of
so?
all, I don't think I have no experience towards seizure or any stuff like that, so I don't know if she's like faking it or not. But she is embarrassing herself acting like that. She's a grown ass 300-pound woman. You're supposed to be handle yourself. You're supposed to be handle whatever you're going through, but you risk it all for being on TV. Not even TV. It's a Zeus network, which means that it's an online app for all the clout. I have no sympathy for you because you have high blood pressure. You really you have high blood pressure. You didn't get your meds on time and you're drinking recklessly. How it doesn't take it like even a grown 7-year-old wouldn't even behave like that, especially when you have a son. Come on
so
now.
you feel like she just wasn't being responsible, so that's why you don't feel bad for her.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I don't feel bad for any person who behave like that and be like, oh, I have to handle my own consequences. Yeah, your action have consequences. Like, come on now. And also, one thing, like, the thing is, like, only Sky really like checked out for her, and that really irritate me for real because like House B really look bad other than Sky. They all like, why do you not even like trying to help or at least try to call 911 or whatever medics is going on? That's crazy for me, no matter what kind of beef, because I don't want to see anyone, especially with her condition, to like she looked like she's gonna die there, right there. She's gonna go and see the upstairs and join the upper room, to be honest. Cause like I was scared. I was scared as hell. No matter how I don't like you, I don't want you to die like that.
Do you
like,
think they didn't help her because they didn't believe her, or they just weren't sympathetic?
Well, I mean, like, how no matter what kind of no matter how unsympathetic you are, you can at least try to like, try to be like, oh, I don't want you to die. That's like a common courtesy if you really like, not just to like a person you care, but like to another human being.
Right.
That's just sad.
And then also, do you think this looks bad on Jamaica? Because it took a long time for the meds to come.
Well, not throwing any shade, but like I kind of expect them from Jamaica because like, it's not they're not going to like freaking Paris or something. They're going to Jamaica.
So you expected that with the medical care not reaching that quick?
Yeah, I was just like, but still, Zeus, you could have done better. But still, Smiley, everything on Smiley, you could have done better. And other than that, like, oh my god, the whole house just looked bad, like literally. Like Anna looked like she wear a mop. Like they all look dehydrated. Tifa looked like she needs some rest for that BBL, and Biggie with that whole body looked like a open mini fridge with that little.
Stop! No, listen here, Rosa, you're getting beside yourself. Okay, I also want to mention, y'all. I was trying to share, but I can't share it here. But somebody commented on my YouTube video, the recap. Somebody said Anna said that Smiley told her that before she passed out that she was gonna make that episode all about her. Then she pulled that stuff off. Anna also released some of the footage from that night in a live. So did any of you guys catch that live? Because I missed that live.
I missed that live too. But
I
still,
saw
I was
Smiley's
just like,
live.
if that's true, honestly, I don't expect anything from Swiper. I don't. I expect the most unhinged stuff from her, because like my expectation for her is act bad, okay, just to act like Swiper, just to rob Dora and cook what's that monkey name? I forgot.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Dora's
Yeah,
monkey.
please. Oh my god, please. And I give props when it's due. Rollie, this episode, finally your hair look better. I mean, you probably stop using soap and rag and start using cleanser and cotton wipes. I like that. And like,
you like the Rollie's hairdo.
Yeah, and ET, your skin look like better, and it just look less yellow, less like jackfruit. I appreciate that.
ET looked good. Okay, thank you, Rosa.
Thank you.
All right, what's up, Asha?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, just making sure. I mean, I don't really agree with Rosa. I was just thought out with that. I don't think that Smiley was faking at all. The minute that she's on the bus and then she fell forward and didn't catch herself, I knew it's like there's no way that you're faking. Like your body reflexes would kick in. Like let me not hit the floor of the bus face first. Let me catch myself. I was watching your recap and I agree with your theory about the Tic Tacs.
Yes.
I was thinking that as I was watching it, because I've been with some friends who have mixed alcohol and Tic Tacs, and the beginning of that episode really reminded me of that type of behavior, like the incoherentness, the like sort of wobbling around, and the fact that it was 4 shots after. Like, yeah, you were mixing something with something that wasn't just, I don't know, maybe they weren't clean or something, because that definitely wasn't normal. But the heat of the bus, like they said she had high blood pressure, her pupils weren't responding, like there's no way that was fake. And she was throwing up. I didn't like the comments. The comments made me mad. That whole situation was ugly.
You don't like the comments from the girls?
Yeah, like any of it, even people in the Zeus comments, it's just kind of like the fact that this is even something that we're able to speculate on feels like so wrong. Like, yeah, it's like.
Do you feel like if it was any other girls, they would have said the same thing?
No.
People would have said the same thing?
I feel like if it was Biggie, they would have treated it the same way. Maybe if it was like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of somebody else, like maybe E.T. If it happened to Scotty, it would not have been down like that. Not at all. Mariah Lynn they wouldn't have done her like that. Like there's so many people they wouldn't have, I don't even think they would have done T like that. There's so many, like, it pissed me off.
You feel like because it's Smiley, they treat her like that.
And I think she kind of set herself up for it, but it's like at the same time, there's just like a line, I guess, of human decency, where it's like, why are we spending like, what was it, 20 minutes watching this girl throw up on herself and like convulse? Like, yo.
They really could have cut out a lot from that episode. Like that to me was crazy. They could have left in Sky slapping her, like at least a little bit of the key stuff, and then cut some fat out and then put it in the reunion. That's what I feel like they really should have did.
Yeah, no, like the Sky part took me out. I can't even lie. Like I was like,
sorry.
I was like,
she said.
She's like, what were you expecting me to do? Like, I was like,
it's the security getting mad. Like, I know y'all not gonna get thrown up on. So how you expect her to get thrown up on? I'm confused.
And the fact that she was the only person fanning her, like helping out. I'm just so confused why they took her off the van to get her into like what an ambulance, like how drive the van.
I think they tried to do is they tried to get her off the van and get her some air, but that they weren't driving her to the medic because the medic was supposed to pull up. That's why that Jamaican guy was like, pull up, pull up, pull up. That's why he kept saying that.
I don't know. Zeus should have a medic on staff by now. Like it's these girls are going to the urgent care and all this type of stuff. Get a medic. Get a nurse or something.
Someone said she said she didn't eat, so sometimes when there's no food in the system, you start bringing up bile.
Oh yeah, no, that part, because I don't know, people in the comments act like they've never thrown up on an empty stomach. It's like it's gonna be a little spittle and stuff like that before it's like other stuff. But also on an empty stomach, then mixing Tic Tacs and alcohol, you're bound to run into some troubles.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, whose house you think T would have stayed in had she went on the trip?
Probably house B, if not in a hotel by herself with Lemmy somewhere.
Wait a minute. What do you know about any of that stuff?
I don't even know. It's like that week between Christmas and New Year's where you had to have a lot of downtime. I came across some YouTube videos, some weird connections, but that's, I guess, a different story.
Okay. Anyways, any final thoughts?
Nope, that's it. Thank you.
All right, Nate. What's up, T? Is this the real T? Oh, you're not answering. What's up, Ronnie? Y'all not answering. What's up, JJ?
Hey, Pierre, I'm sorry. Long
I
time
was
no
just
see.
about
Can
to
you
hang
hear
up.
me?
Okay. What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. With this episode, it was very cringy. And if I had to kind of comment on the Smiley situation, it's
Mhm.
kind of hard to believe her because she's such a big liar. And then I do remember, I thought it was Tasiki, but I don't know if it was Tasiki or Anna make the kind of comment that said she was going to make the episode about her and then she
Yeah.
was going to do this, that, and the third. But if that was fake, she's a hell of an actor. Excuse my language. She's a hell of an actor because it looked very real to me. It was like, okay, some of the comments, it's not funny, but some of the comments was like Tasiki was killing me. She kind of that's something Krishan would do. Krishan would just comment some stupid stuff in the background. It just,
It's Krishan's sister.
this was, yes, like this literally when she was giving, I said, she sounded just like, that's something Krishan would do, like, bruh. And I just
Krishan
feel
was like,
like,
she faking me.
it was just kind of very dragged out.
Yeah.
Yeah, she faking. She faking. Get that bitch out. Get that girl out of here. Yeah, it was just very like sad. The only people I feel like really kind of cared was the lady with the braids, Sky, until she tried to throw up her and then she pushed her face into next year. And then, and that's really about it. Everybody else feels like they could really care less. It's just Natalie. Natalie was the one who kind of took the cake for me because Natalie was being a itch. And it was like, Natalie, now you know if that was you or anybody else, I feel like with it being Biggie and Smiley, they wouldn't care. But if it was anybody else, it would be a big scenario. But I'm like, Natalie, if that was you, you would be dragging that up and down, up
I
and down,
will say
up
on
and
the
down, up and
defense of
down.
Nat. Y'all know I don't defend Nat a lot. She only started saying that when they was on the bus. When she got off the bus, she wasn't really pressing her because she could tell it was getting worse. But when she got on the bus, she was like, bitch, you drunk. Like, you need to get yourself together. Which I would have thought too before she started doing everything else. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that. It's just this episode, I feel like it was very like dragged out. I'm like, y'all could have gave us that last week and we could have got to the new episode. Or y'all could have just cut this because it was like, I'm thinking this is gonna be like maybe like a 5-minute little thing, but it turned into half the episode. I'm like, dang, next episode looks so interesting. But that's all I kind of have to say. And Pierre, I just have to ask you, how the hell do you do these intros? I cry laughing every time you do these intros. How do you?
I would say it, but the other YouTubers gonna start doing it too, bitch. And copy everything else.
But that's all I.
No.
But that's all I have to say. I don't want to take up nobody else's time. Thank you.
All right, night. All right, Bia. What's up, Bia?
So before I get into this whole Smiley thing, I just have a quick couple of points that I need to make. I saw a couple of people saying Rollie looked good. No, she didn't. She had peel and stick edges, and I don't like it.
Oh
Chop.
my God.
Chop. How much you want to bet the Baddies flew to Jamaica commercial after wasting the Baddies jet on 45-minute flights from Philly to New York every time? What a waste. Not even first class. Like, looking at the difference between House A and House B arrival really lets you know what house you really want to be in. House A might got the jet, but House B is clearly the fun ones. Natalie tried to force that we're in Jamaica, and everyone was like, "Yeah." Meanwhile, House B is twerking getting out the van. Like, that's the van I want to be in, respectfully.
Right.
That House A is just a bunch of, I don't even want to say it, meat eaters. And Smiley looked like Caillou in her confessional with all those primary colors on. Somebody should have told her.
Caillou. Caillou.
Somebody should have told her to mute one thing, at least one thing, like put brown on. I don't know. But on to the whole Smiley situation, I do think that she was having an issue, having a seizure or whatever the case may be. One of the reasons that I believe that is just hearing the staff saying her eyes aren't responding to light. You see the vomit gurgling in her throat. I'm not a medical professional, and neither is any of the people in Zeus. So I can't be like, it 100% is or 100% isn't. If it's not, she's very corny, and that's her cross to bear. I think that
security guard from South Central.
Listen, I'm telling you, at least the South Central Baddies got somebody to throw the water in their eyes. Zeus is, honestly, I would be trying to find a way, and that's what I was saying in the Discord. Like, I know she probably signed an arbitration agreement so that she cannot sue them, but that is so negligent to not have at least one medical professional on staff, especially if you're traveling out of the country. And it's also why Zeus needs to do and start implementing legitimate background checks, because this could have been something that they knew in advance had they given her a form, something as simple as any medical history we need to know about. And boom.
Medical authorization form.
Exactly.
I do think y'all hear it here first. I feel like Smiley is going to take some legal action against Zeus if she's not allowed at the reunion. Because I heard in the rumor mill that she's blocked from the reunion or something to that effect. I feel like she's going to take legal action against Zeus because of this episode.
Get my attorney on the line. He'll know what to do. Because Buki, it's one thing if she's faking it, like I said, extra corny, send her to the guillotine, put her in the gulag. But imagine literally,
not the gulag.
Listen, imagine your body on autopilot. You're fighting for your life. And not only are you being picked apart by the cast members surrounding you, but by millions of people watching. So now you're living this experience twice and having to see all of the comments talking about you're faking it. This is her own fault, though, because she is a known liar. That's the real issue, is that she's made it so that she's not someone who's a credible source. If it was Biggie, if it was, anybody, it could have been Stunner Girl, and the girls would have been like, oh no, we got to save her. But because she's made it so that you don't really know which way her pendulum swings, it instills doubt in people. But I personally think that she was pills and potioning it up. I think that the heat in the environment, we did see her drink a bunch of liquor, which, mind you, I watched all season. Smiley had not been drinking all season. Yes. So to see her tossing them back, and they're talking about it wasn't even like too long of a ride, and then you bring in the heat, no AC, you got this stress, you thinking you're probably about to fight Mariah Lynn on the massage boat. Like, I feel like all of those things together created like a perfect storm for her body, rather.
You think Natalie reacted in the right way?
No, I think no one reacted in the right way. I think that the first thing they should have did on top of having a medical professional on staff is giving her space. Crowding around someone like that when they're experiencing a medical issue like that is one of the worst things you can do. I do understand that at first they just thought that she was too drunk, which is why from that moment, it should have been, we just going to sit somebody with her from production, a woman here with some water, with an ice pack, leave her on the bus. Don't even worry about bringing her and including her because she's already, rolling off the beans or whatever, especially because you could hear the cast. House B was saying she didn't take her meds. So y'all know she's on some type of med. And for people to be like, oh, it was so sudden. Aren't seizures sudden? Like, nobody wakes up like, you know what? At 12:52, I'm going to seize up. That's what I want to do. I want to shake, rattle, and roll around 1 p.m. Central Time, and then I'll be okay. Like, it could have been sudden, especially when you implement all of those, I guess, negative aspects into the mix. The only person who can prove that she did or did it is Smiley. Respectfully, Zeus would have to cut me a fat check for me to release my own medical records to prove something. What Zeus could have done was give us the Jamaica episode, put a little black screen in there that, something happened. Exactly. And then you can give us a B-roll episode after the season before the reunion comes about. Like, oh, let's see what really happened in Jamaica so we can see, what these girls are really fighting about. Tasiki's a loser. Calling somebody a meatball while ET stands 10 feet away from you shut up. Prayers for Sky because she did try, but I'm also not gonna let you throw up in my face if I can help it. I
That's
just
what I
think
said.
that it's disgusting. Like, imagine me getting a mouthful of your vomit. Now we both vomiting. Like, that's disgusting.
Right.
Nobody
We
wants to
both
be
gonna be
here for that.
seasoned at that point from disgust.
Exactly.
Now, what do
I
you
just
think of the people
mhm.
refuting her claims of it because they say she was so coherent yelling about her son?
I
I saw some
think
people in the comments saying that somebody with a seizure wouldn't be able to be so coherent yelling about their son.
so. That's the
Like,
thing,
yeah,
because we have to remember, I don't think that it was just a seizure that was taking place. I do
yeah,
think it was a mixture of the alcohol and whatever else she may have ingested that day playing a part. And there's also somebody in your Discord who is epileptic and has seizures, who was saying that she does scream out when she's having seizures sometimes. Like, what may look like coherence to us may not look like it to the next person. And we have to remember that it's not like a one drop rule where it's like, if you're having a seizure, it absolutely looks like this. There's a whole spectrum of ways that it can present itself. I
right,
understand. The only thing that she said that made me question what was actually happening was when she said, I hate my life.
right,
Um, because why would you say that? But if anything, that just proves that she might not have been coherent, because to say that out loud is crazy. I personally wouldn't. The CIA would have to hang me upside down by my toenails for me to be screaming on national television that I hate myself in my life. But, I just think that Zeus played that wrong. And again, Baddies cast are not medical professionals, so I don't necessarily expect them to respond in the way that medical professionals would. However, I do expect Zeus, a network who wants to claim themselves as reputable, to handle that situation in a better way, because this did not have to be shown, especially because y'all took away that episode last week. If we knew that we were going to get 45 minutes of, baby bottle pops,
25 with seizure, 20 catching up. That is crazy. Let
like,
me count your days, bitch.
I'm telling
Like,
you, like,
that
if
is
I
insane.
knew that this was what was coming, was a bunch of bad braids, half up,
Whew.
half down sew-ins in Jamaica, they could have kept it, because this was ridiculous. Like, nobody should be exposed like that, especially in these sort of moments, because now it's just going to turn into Smiley being, okay, here's my medical records that prove it, or here isn't it. I don't know. And for
Right,
Natalie to be like, oh, well, when she gets to the ER, she says, I'm awake. We need to have it on film, Bookie, but you're probably not going to get that, because nobody in the hospital is going to sign a waiver to be filmed in an
yeah,
ER. So we'll never really know, I guess.
right. I
You
want to
know,
say, if that does exist, I hope we have some sort of footage of her doing
exactly.
that.
They should have sent Anna Max and she had her cell phone out the whole time.
Right.
Like, let
Anna
her.
Mac is camera and cast
Listen,
this
send
season.
Krishan with the GoPro if that's what you got to do. But I just think that it looks bad on Smiley because she's made it look bad on her. But I do believe she had it, but it looks worse on Zeus at the end of the day. Zeus is the one who is the problem in this scenario, because we shouldn't have seen that, especially with no trigger warning whatsoever. They're all losers for it. Half their sew-ins were bad. And I hate when people go to Jamaica and wear Jamaican flags. That's it.
You feel like that's too touristy, bitch.
It's like going to Times Square and just looking up at the
Natalie
ads
said,
all
leave her the
day, like,
fuck
oh my.
alone. That's Scotty's the apple.
I hate it so bad watching 82% of these girls get off these sprinters with the, oh my, like, girl, please, you can wear normal clothes here. You don't have to do this. This is why y'all be getting pickpocketed so easy, because you make yourself look like a tourist. But you know what? Y'all got
That's
it.
like going
God
to
bless.
Florida and wearing a lot of fish wear. That's what the white people do.
Exactly. Like, you about to get your hair braided, and Natalie's hair isn't even done this episode, and I think that's why it's going to look such a mess on the next one, because she just went to some random roti shop by the bay and let them.
No, I thought that was one of them hats that got the dreads in them.
No,
You know the
I
fake
don't
hats that got the fake dreads in them?
I think she's gonna be wearing that too. But when she's fighting Scotty, she has like this huge like install, and it doesn't look like a sew-in, and it doesn't look like a weave. I feel like she let somebody crochet some like horsehair into her hair. I cannot wait to see it. I cannot wait to see her and Scotty fighting. I'd rather, honestly, anything but this. Like, I want them to move
Right.
past this and call it a day. Otherwise, everybody liked the video. I don't want to hear nobody complaining about how long they had to get up in here. Y'all better make your points and go. Period. Have a good night, Boogie.
Bye. What's up, season 3 Baddies?
Oh my gosh. Thank God. I was fighting to get in here. Okay. Listen, I was Anna Mac trying to get up in here. Anyway, I got my notes.
Okay. Oh God.
Okay, so here's the thing. Let's start with the did it happen or didn't it happen? I'm with Bia on the fact that, like, you know, I don't think she was faking it, but it does get tricky when you're like, my son, girl, even if you
Yes.
were coherent, even if something was happening to you, isn't her son a kid? Like, you're not gonna want him to see you like that. So I always find that weird when people are like, where's my kid? Like, it's one thing if you're like, where's my man? Like someone who could protect me, but in a time of distress, you're only calling out for your child who would literally, if he was there, they'd be trying to shelter him to not see it. So that's where it was just kind of confusing for me. And I just think it was disgusting. Like, is that even, are you allowed to have stuff on? I guess they get away with this
You
stuff because
can't.
it's a
Let me tell you
private.
how they get away with this. Zeus and now that's TV because they've done their due too. I hate when people y'all in the comments, y'all some hypocrites. Y'all talking about not you, season 3 baddie, but it's people not even in this chat, but on my recap, they're like, "Nah, that's TV would never." Yes, they would, bitch. Okay,
Man.
but it's because they're independent. So like they're like private. So they don't have no advertising revenue, so they can really put anything they want as long as it's not like murder or something like off the wall. They could get away with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That was just like out of line. Like, and I think like your idea would have been the best. Like, yeah, just briefly touch on it, get everybody's opinion, and then do kind of how. Did you ever watch when they date in the pods and they get married before they see each other?
Yeah.
What's that stupid show? Love is Blind.
Yeah.
Did you ever see when that girl was lying on that man the whole season, and the last thing they showed at the end of the season and everything was the fact that he was telling the truth the whole time? Like, they should have did something like that.
Damn.
Where you see it and then you can make up your opinion on it, because I don't know, it was just disgusting. And I feel like, I was going to say the same thing about Tic Tacs because, when you have, and I don't even want to admit this, but I have a friend who has talked to me about this before, that they have taken like, not like the stuff that Smiley said she used to be addicted to, but they would take like medicine like Xanax or something, forget, and then they had a drink that night and they was out of it, but it happens really quickly. And I've been with them when it's happened like so quickly. You're just like, bro, are you okay? And then they realize, they're like, oh, well, last night, like, I didn't feel good because I didn't know I took this medicine and da 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 da.
Right.
So I think like if it is true, I think that's the case why. And then to mix it with, listen, I have high blood pressure. Like, you're not supposed to be drinking like that, bro. If you don't have, especially if you don't have your medicine. If you have it regulated or whatever, yeah, you could drink. You can live a normal life. But like, if you don't have your medicine and you're overseas, girl, like that, you can have a stroke. So like that just showed just a general like not caring about yourself. And it's just, I don't know. I want to like her, like, but she's just too much. It's too much of a chase clout. I don't know. But I do believe that something happened. But I do believe at the same time she was putting dubs on it.
You think it was a little bit of theater?
Yes, it was a little bit of theater, Pierre, because there was too many people in that room. Like, you could tell that doctor was so uncomfortable. He was like, should I even be taking her blood pressure? Like, I'm sure he told him to blur his face like that too, because it's like, there's 37 people in this room. And like, did you even notice when they were wheeling her in on the wheelchair? They didn't wheel her directly in. They stopped to make sure the shot was perfect. What is wrong with you guys?
Jesus Christ.
What is wrong with you? Like, they literally paused. Like, they showed.
I'm sorry for laughing. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at what you said.
No, but it's crazy though. It's like, come on,
Yeah,
like,
no, I feel
this
you.
girl could really be in a lot of trouble, and you guys are overseas, To answer one of your questions, I'm moving on. It was either you or someone said they don't think that they flew private. They did fly private. Well, I think House A did, because remember, it was a whole thing with Scotty and Bobby and their dogs.
Yes.
Which also means that Sukiana and Bobby rode with them, because Bobby was on the flight with Natalie.
Right. So it's funny how they have them coming out the bus like, woo! Like, bitch, they were there.
I don't know. Okay, so here's my thing. Let's move on to Miss Anna Mac.
Yes.
This is what I don't get about her, Anna, because I do appreciate that her and Smiley talked and apologized and got it out the way. But here's my thing. What was Anna saying? She was like, I was drunk last night. I don't even know why I was mad at you. If you were drunk that night and you couldn't remember why you were mad at her, now 6 months later, all of a sudden you were mad at her for going through your phone and all this stuff.
Right.
So how did you not know that? And then this is what I don't get about these girls is they say stuff and then it's like, no, but you already admitted you knew that. Or which one? What are you lying about? Did you not know
And
what she
what
did
was
to
the
you?
screenshot in the phone? Like, I just wonder what was she screenshotting and sending to herself?
I think it was the same picture that Krishan saw when Blue ripped that hair out of her head. I just had to say that for one time. Okay, let's move on to Rollie is the biggest hypocrite of 2023/24.
Why?
Because how are you gonna she's been doing this all season, bro. Like, you will do something and then you want to yell at somebody for doing the same thing that you've done. You're gonna tell her, oh, when we're out, we don't throw stuff at each other, we don't hurt each other. Girl, you just tried to hit her with a hard like, if Biggie would have got hit in the head with that water gun, like, especially if it was filled with
Bitch, I would have
water.
fell out. Oh,
uh,
Zeus, bitch, y'all would have paid me millions. I would have said I got a hernia, a concussion, everything.
No, literally. And it's like, bro, but you're going to sit here and tell her, oh, she's wrong for doing that? No, girl. No, you're wrong for trying to. I just don't understand how you hate liars, but you lie. You don't like people who are fat, but you haven't looked in the mirror clearly.
Oh, God.
But these are all things that you don't like people who bite, but you bit, but you're going to keep lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, I don't know. I just can't. And the fact that what's it called is almost at 150 signatures, I don't feel bad.
I heard something about it getting removed or something like that. I guess somebody got it removed. Is that true? I seen that somewhere before I got home earlier today. Like, I seen something about it got removed or something.
I doubt it, but I did see your girl Smiley trying to clout chase and she made one that said, or somebody made one that said, let's secure her a 5-year contract with Zeus. Girl, please get out of here, girl. Okay, so
now you see why I always side-eye Smiley.
No.
Oh,
I'm looking. I'm looking. It's still up, and it's at 143,356 signatures, so it's not taken down.
Now,
okay.
do you think Mr. Lemmy Pepper's gonna take? And that's another thing I want to talk about. This damn petition. Okay, is Lemmy Pepper going to take a heed to the petition?
He needs to. He needs to. And can we talk about the fact that when he commented on one of those blogs and said, "Wow," did you see that T commented, "Told you"?
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
She's in his ear clearly, which is interesting because I wouldn't think she would be brought back because she wasn't close to any of the girls. So that is very interesting.
I could see them giving her a show though, because she is very interesting. If anyone needs
like
a show,
a podcast type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But okay, so one last thing I wanted to say. Have you ever noticed too, and I was trying to think of more examples, but I know this is true and I will have more next week. Every time something happens to somebody, Rollie gets mad and says she has a family member that went through that. Like, it's starting to be unbelievable. Did your dad really die from seizure? Like, I don't want to say that, but it's like every time something happens to someone, like, she's especially mad because it has to directly correlate with her. Like, girl, like, I just can't, like, I just don't like her here.
No, I get what you're saying though about that because it was something that happened on another season that she said the same thing about one of family members, something like that. I remember that vividly. So
yeah, I'm just too through.
I just didn't know what it was, so I didn't mention it. Like, I didn't know specifically what it was.
Listen, I'm too through, and I really can see why they fought now. And I'm telling you, after next week, I know I'm gonna love Suki because when she turned around and was like, "Y'all are corny," when she threw that water on her. You're so corny.
That was
why do you have an issue with her?
That was crazy, ET.
You have no reason to have an issue. Y'all are some bandwagon jumper HOESs. Like, come on, y'all are lame, bro. Lame and broke. Anyway, that's pretty much all I gotta say. I love you. Y'all like this video, okay? Bye, baby.
Someone said it was Cancer by Baddies South. Yes, that's what it was. I knew it was something. I was gonna say it on recap, but I forgot. I'm like, but it was that. I do remember that. Okay, what's going on, Ronnie? Okay, now ready. I'm gonna remove you. So you're gonna have to enter back in. Okay, what's up, Black Hippie?
Hi, Pierre. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hi. So as far as the Smiley situation goes, I was so disturbed and so triggered tonight watching that. I don't really care about if she's, I don't know. I just feel like if that was me,
yes.
If that was me, right?
Yeah.
And I'm around Smiley. Ain't enough irritation that Smiley has caused to any of those girls to make them feel such a strong vitriol towards her, to see her going through something like that and feel like that way. Girls have real beef in the street. This is not real beef. This
Right.
is a TV show. This is a reality show. This is not nothing that deep to feel like, oh,
I
she
feel like the
going
only
through
girl that should have felt away is Mariah.
Mariah,
That's it.
period. Because she
That's
talked
it.
about her family. Mariah ain't
Yes.
F nobody. She ain't took no money from nobody. She ain't talk bad about nobody's family but one. She ain't really did too much just because she's annoying. I wish, now if that was me, I wouldn't even have cared, though the type of person I am, I wouldn't even have cared if she threw up on me at that point, because it just looks so disturbing. That's just the type of person I am. And I would want somebody to do that for me and not care. The way Natalie yelling at her girl, she cannot hear you. What is she? She just wanted, everybody just wanted to be heard and get their issue off at the wrong time. And it just was, I just feel so bad for Smiley. I just feel so bad for her. I don't
I
feel
really feel
like
like
that
Natalie
was
thought
fake.
she was just out here getting drunk partying. That's what I think Natalie reacted that way.
But
Yeah.
but like Rosa was saying, I'm a mother too. We
Yeah.
all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. I'm a mother too. I'm 29. My daughter is 9. My daughter's 9. I'm still gonna make mistakes. I
Right.
still want to live my life. I'm not just a mother. You know, if I go out the country to Jamaica, I'm gonna be lit too. But I understand it's different. Like, she ain't taking her medication. She being irresponsible. That's true. But we all do irresponsible stuff. That
Yeah.
don't mean that it's just F her, when now I would have come to her later and been like, Smiley, now you know you shouldn't have, maybe you could do this better, maybe you could do that better. I'm that type of girl. We gonna have a heart to heart. And then the preview for next episode, ET throwing the, I would have been thumping. I don't even fight for girls. I don't even fight for my girlfriends. I don't do that. I only fight for my daughter because that's the only person I'm supposed to fight for.
Right.
But the way they've been just bullying her this whole season, we would have been fighting. And I would have just had to get jumped. And that would have been fine with me. Because I'm not about to. And the only person I feel like stood on kind of business was Suki. Suki seemed like she had an issue next episode when she saw how they was doing Smiley. How can you look at her and feel like she was faking? Like, I just don't. I'm just not seeing what other people are seeing. I feel like people just so evil and just so mean.
I wouldn't
like,
say she's faking, but I think she was over exaggerating certain things. I do feel like she did have a reaction. Like I said, I think she had a bad mix.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I'm a dramatic person too, so I know how to call dramatics. I didn't see no type of dramatic. You can literally have a seizure from alcohol poisoning. And I've been around people who've had alcohol poisoning, never to the point of a seizure,
Right.
but everybody, your type of alcohol poison might not look like mine. So when Mariah's talking about, I'm 150 pounds, 5'2", took 4 shots, everybody's different. Everybody's body is different. I just felt like Mariah, okay, you feel how she's talking about your family. That should be the only one who's really like, so what, whatever. Yeah. But Sky, I love her. I feel like she did the right thing. Her mushing her in her face, that kind of threw me off, but I could kind of get it because don't nobody want to be thrown up on. I could kind of get
like,
that.
I would have did this. I'm sorry. Like, oh, like me, I'm the type of person. If somebody throws up like right next to me, I'm gonna throw up because
yes, I have a very weak stomach. I have a very weak stomach. Just hearing someone vomit makes me want to vomit. Like, I don't like that either. So I kind of get it because you don't want to be vomited. That's nasty. So, but everybody else likes Tasiki. I liked Tasiki, but you sitting right there watching this girl have a seizure, and you call it like that.
Hopefully that was edited, because if she were to say she's a meatball right as she's convulsing, that is nasty work, bitch, and you gonna get your karma for that.
And
that
see, I feel, and I don't even. That's what I said. I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, I hope this happened to them, all of them, and I hope every single one of them got evil people around them when it happened, so they can see how it feels. because me being a dramatic person, I done had people not take me seriously before, so I could kind of never to that extent. But I will say, like, I go through mental health issues, and I go through that with mental health. Imagine physical health and someone not taking you seriously. That's just another level of like, wow. Like, if that's, I feel so bad for Smiley, and it's not that I don't not like her or do like her. It's just seeing, usually Smiley is someone she seems to me like she just always want to have fun. And even when she around BS, she just always want to have fun and still smile through it, So why would she want to play victim when she don't even be trying to play victim for real? She be trying to be lit and just get the attention off of her for real. And just seeing her go through that, I just felt like I would have been so, like, even though I don't even know her for real, that just made me feel so bad for her. And I did see she was saying she was mad because they aired it. And I get that because I was triggered watching it. I couldn't imagine seeing me like that for the world to see. That was a lie. But I don't know. I feel like we was feeling like Biggie getting bullied. I'm starting to feel like Smiley low-key is the one really getting bullied because they be coming for her all season, non-stop. Imagine you going through this, and people keep saying, you lying.
Now the chain stuff, I can't defend her on. Now this, I can a little bit because I feel like they shouldn't have reacted. Some of the girls shouldn't have reacted that way. The chain stuff, Smiley was out here snatching chains.
Period.
Okay?
Period. Of course.
So you feel me?
A lot of stuff she did ask for.
I could defend her on.
Yeah, that's true. But it's just the fact that, like, when EC threw that, I would have said boop, 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 boop. It would have been, I don't give a fuck how much Tiki say she eat. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Ain't no hoe in my blood. That would have made me so, like, Smiley, you bitch, you better fight because we finna fight together. All these hoes.
I heard she doesn't.
That's why is you standing right there? That's the thing with Smiley. They don't like you. All of that, you trying to be cool with them? No, you need to defend yourself. Cause that's
why I like T a little bit, because it's like she ain't even trying to be cool with them. That's how I am.
And she don't have to. She was able to recognize immediately that they was haters, and that's facts.
T just was like, okay, I'm gonna just stay in the hotel by myself.
Period. But I was so mad she didn't go to Jamaica. I wish she would have came. But I kind of feel like I like T, but I kind of feel like she would have been on a bandwagon too, because she's already been like that with Smiley and with the Biggie situation.
I only think that she wouldn't act like that because she said she went home because I guess the mom had a medical issue. So I feel like she would have been sympathetic because she's probably had problems with her mom having medical issues, so she probably could relate to it. So I don't think she would have reacted in that way.
And you read it. What did she say? She said her mom was okay, right?
Yeah. So I guess her mom had like some sort of medical issue. So I don't think she would have jumped on the bandwagon. I feel like she would have had sympathy just because of that.
I hope so, because then she would have been a diamond in the rough, her and Sky, because everybody else, it just showed their ugliness. Like it's just been rubbing me the wrong way. And just off topic real quick, everybody in this Rollie petition, let me tell you something. I noticed the fakeness in Rollie since One More Chance. I ain't liked her since One More Chance. I never liked Rollie. And I got girlfriends who would be like, I like Rollie. And I used to tell them, you're gonna see she fool. And now everybody is seeing it. I never liked her because Rollie lied. She will lie just to get,
but she hate liars.
Yes, that's it. Don't lie on me, or I'm gonna get mad. Girl, you are the biggest liar. She will lie just to prove a point, and that's number one hater. Like, you gotta lie on a girl just to prove your point, just to, Rollie should have been gone, but I don't know.
I'm gonna have to take the next caller. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Pierre. Bye.
All right. What's up, Charlie?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Let me start out by saying this. Rollie's stomach looked like a bag of pennies rolled up in a dirty sock. I can't stand her. Tekashi 6ix9ine and her raspy tonsils and her deep throat pissed me off today. I do believe that. Let me also start by saying this. Yes. I know someone who I know two people who died from a seizure.
Okay.
One was natural. The other one hit his head on a furnace and died. The other one, I have a family member who has epilepsy and has seizures. So I don't think she was faking the seizure part. I think it was just dramatics that was put into it. Cause I've seen my cousin have a seizure, and I've never I've never seen him like screaming, "I want my mom, I want my dad." No, I've never seen that. Like they've cried out and did things like that, but I've never seen him actually say all that. I do think that she was probably off of a pill that was laced with some fentanyl, and allegedly, allegedly,
Because that's
and
strong accusation.
and she was drinking some dark liquor because that whole combination, I don't know. I don't want to say that she was faking because I don't know if this girl was faking.
I just don't think it was just pure alcohol. I'm sorry.
I don't either.
Especially
I
with
believe
that little bit amount.
Yes.
I drink Henny, so I know, like, and of course, people's bodies react different, but it's like Henny to me doesn't make that, just in my opinion, what happened. So I feel like it has to. It was more than alcohol in her system, in my opinion.
That's what I think. She did. She had slipped her a little pill or something. No shade because you're in Miami. We all know y'all love y'all drugs down there because we gonna see
Not
Bobby
me,
turn
man.
up. they
Don't
forget
put that
that
on
Bobby
me
was on that
tonight.
trip turning up high off coke allegedly, off of powdered donuts allegedly. So I don't believe it was just alcohol. I really don't. I would have reacted the same way as Sky because none of us know if she was really faking or not. But as soon as she would have tried to throw up on me, I'm sorry, I would have pushed her out the way too. Especially I'm in off-white compression shorts. This is vintage Virgil. I ain't about to let you throw up on me. I'm gonna push you out the way. Like I'm sorry. Hey, the security just making it seem like you a big behind man. You could have called her. What did you expect Sky to do? Like come on.
The Samoan twins were tripping.
like come on now. Come on. Tasiki, she annoyed me. They all could have just stayed neutral if they believed she was faking. They all could have just stayed neutral. Like at least Camilla was just like, Smiley's doing the Smiley thing again, but I hope she's okay and I hope nothing's wrong with her because clearly Camilla think the girl faking too. She just ain't want to say it on TV.
Right.
Like she just
She
ain't
learned her lesson from that last confessional when she said Smiley's a fraud ass bitch. Y'all remember?
She just ain't want to say it on TV, so she basically said it without saying it. I like the other caller said, they have no real reason to not like Smiley at all. Yeah, she's a liar, she's a scammer, but she didn't do nothing to y'all. She took Mariah's chain. What does that have to do with any of y'all? She's annoying. Okay, y'all are on the show. Y'all said Biggie's annoying too. But that's not a reason to hate the girl. Like, come on, y'all all attacking this girl for no reason. And then for ET and her sharp ass fangs and her two. First off, how she get her body done before she get her teeth done? You got two vampire teeth in the front of your mouth, and you decided to go get a BBL instead of getting your teeth filed down. That makes no sense to me. But for her to hop on a bandwagon and just be dumping water on Smiley next episode, and then which is crazy because all of a sudden you wish Biggie and Smiley would have went home.
Someone said the BBL was free. Kaya says the BBL was free.
Even if it was free, it don't matter. It don't matter. She could have got some free veneers.
Sponsored by Goals. This live is sponsored by Goals Surgery.
But I don't understand how she said she'd rather have tea there. You fought tea, so that made no sense to me either. Like all of a sudden you want tea there, you fought this girl. T don't like you, so why would she want to be around y'all? Like come on. Kudos to Sky again. Kudos to Sky. She did what she had to do.
Nat handled the situation correctly?
I mean, in the beginning, because she felt like the girl was drunk, so she reacted the way she reacted. Even though I don't understand why she was acting like she was in a third world country and Jamaica doesn't have any medical care. Like,
I feel like that was very insulting to the Jamaican culture and people, and I feel like she offended some people tonight after she said that. No shade.
That offended me from being Caribbean. That offended me to the core because it's like, are you serious? Jamaica is a huge tourist attraction. So what will make you think that
She
they don't
said it
have
like they were in Istanbul.
right? I was
We're in
confused,
Iraq,
confused like
Smiley.
that.
Are you
Like you are in Jamaica. We're gonna have to take you to the hospital in Jamaica. What?
sorry, yo.
You like that made no sense.
There's
You were acting
bombs everywhere.
like
We're in
what?
Baghdad.
Like you would have thought they was in Kuwait or something. Like, come on, like what are you talking about? You were in Jamaica. Like that. Other than that, I do think she reacted the way that any normal person would react because if I didn't know she was having seizures and I just thought my friend drank too much, in my head I would be thinking like, you're embarrassing me. I need you to get it together, stay on the bus. But then once she realized it was more serious, then I'm like, okay, she started being more on her side. I feel like there's going to be a shift where they're going to find something out where it's like make them all start believing she was faking. There has to be something
Yeah,
that shifts there.
that's why Natalie in the next preview was like, you said I'm awake in the middle of the doctor's room. I really hope that happened to have footage of that because it's like that to me. I feel like what irritates you about this season, it's like mysteries. It's like that what's that investigative show where they solve true crimes, mystery unsolved.
Unsolved mysteries?
Yeah, unsolved mysteries. That's what it is. Baddies East Unsolved Mysteries. They should have just named it that.
And then she's like, I'm awake. And then she said Milan. That made me crack up. I don't understand that. So I want to know what shifted for her and everybody else's, even though the other people already believe she was faking. But I want to know what shifted where she just was like, okay, this
now
girl.
Let's talk about this petition though. Do you believe that Mr. Lemmy Pepper will take advice to the petition?
I don't believe he will. He should, because no one likes Rollie. Everyone's tired of seeing her wide back and her wide front and her big flat feet and her cankle. I don't even want to say cankles because her legs are real skinny. Her ankles are real skinny. I don't know how they hold the rest of her body up. So I don't believe that he's gonna do that. He's gonna keep Rollie for some reason. I don't know why. He needs to take Rollie off.
Now, will you continue watching if Rollie is still on?
I don't know, because this season wasn't even, to me, they made it seem like it was going to be like the best season of that. To me, I get more interested watching Young and Reckless and South Central Baddies, and all them hoes do is fight all day. Like, so I'm more interested in that show than this one. The only interesting part was Smiley and Biggie the whole season. Really, that was really the only interesting part. Y'all, we begged for ET to be on there. She didn't do nothing except disappoint, because even when she was fighting, it was pathetic, because the ET that we know from Now That's TV, the way she fight was not the ET fighting on.
Do you believe her theory? Because she said on Gina's interview that she was holding back so that way she could not let Tasiki know her fighting skills.
I don't believe that. I really don't believe that. I believe she just had a little bad off day. I don't believe that she was holding anything back. That just sounds stupid. I don't believe that at all. Because you caught up in a moment when you're fighting, and it don't really look like either one of y'all did anything when you was fighting T. So that made no sense to even say that whatsoever. I do want to see her and Tasiki fight. I really do want to see that fight. But ET either needs to go back to Now That's TV and fight for $1,000 or something, because
it's 10. And a chain.
In a chain.
In a chain.
Her on Baddies it's not cutting it. I don't like her on Baddies. I enjoyed her on Now That's TV. Everybody liked her on Now That's TV, honestly. The ET that's on here, everybody can't stand her because all she does is club herself between Rollie's thick, disgusting
I feel like
thighs.
she's not herself on this series. That's what I feel like it is. I figured it out this episode. I feel like she's holding back and just following what Rollie or like House Ace instead of just being herself. I think that's why it's not really working. Besides all the beef she had this season, it's mainly that. Like, she's not herself. I feel like on South Central she was a lot more outspoken.
And that's the problem, because on South Central she was more of herself, because those are the type of girls that she's around.
Right.
These girls on Baddies, you're not really around these type of girls. These aren't the girls that you hang with. You from South Central. The only one that's from South Central on this show is Camilla.
No,
and
Rollie's from South
Rollie. And
Central.
Rollie. I forgot Rollie too.
Yeah.
Rollie. Now all them other girls is not, no, they don't act the way you do. So you're not gonna be comfortable acting yourself around them. Of course, you're comfortable around Rollie because she gets caught at the EBT office in flip flops and stuff, and they put a picture. So you that's your kin right there. But the rest of them, they not gonna want to be around none of that. So you're trying to shelter who you are. Just go back, beg Tilo to bring you back to Now That's TV so you could fight Cash and fight Naj and be back on one of them shows and run Now That's TV again, because this BS
No,
that's on
I feel like
Baddies is,
Mr. Owner is gonna give her a hard feat to get back in. She gonna have to fight Billy.
oh, she ain't gonna beat Billy. She might as well just
She
might as
gonna
well
have
just
to
put
go
the
at
nine
it
to
with
five.
Billy.
Because
Billy's the only way.
for some reason I don't know if it's just me. I don't think that they're gonna bring her back next season for Baddies. I really don't think they're gonna bring her back because they're gonna see that people wasn't receptive to her when she came here, and she really didn't do anything to make an imprint on Baddies. Yeah, you fought Biggie and you fought T. That's really it, and it wasn't no real fights. And then you did
I
nothing.
think the reunion will determine if she comes back or not. But I feel
Yeah,
like she's gonna disappoint. Not disappoint as in fighting, but like she's gonna be, still house A, all that stuff. So I feel like it's gonna end up being enough.
that is true, but I think they need to change the whole entire cast. Stop bringing Scotty back. Every season it's Scotty fighting Natalie. We're tired of seeing this. At least this time she stood up for herself. This time and fighting back and told her she not walking back. So that's more interesting. But stop bringing Scotty back. Stop bringing Rollie back. Y'all gonna keep bringing Natalie back because this is her show. Even though I wish she would just be like Shawnee and be in the background. Just change the whole cast up. Like, just change the whole cast up. I do think that even though Taseki pissed me off today, they need to keep her on the show. I do think her, and if they was to bring back Rock to be on the show together, that'd be very interesting. Especially
I've seen lately Taseki and Rock have kind of been slightly posting or talking about each other. I think it's, we might be getting Rock at their reunion. We got 10 days because they film on the 17th. We got 10 days.
I hope we do.
10 days.
I hope
maybe
we do.
Get a Rock pop up.
That'll be real good.
But I did see something else that said she might be pregnant again.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I know.
Oh my God! This time I'm gonna write Oprah myself and tell her to take that baby because she don't need to be pregnant. No, don't. No.
So it needs to be a mission abortion.
Yes. Do not do this. Do not do this. No, we don't need another picture with the baby in Walmart and its head clamped back and then you holding it. No, we don't. She don't need to do that.
Someone said not again.
not another one. Not
Thank you for calling in.
All right. Good night.
Mikachu.
Hey boo, what's up?
What's up, Mookie Bite?
Oh my God, this episode just break my heart, dog. It just took my.
Do you feel offended?
Me feel offended. Me feel some type of way. Yes.
The vex.
Me vex.
You're vex.
So to start off, right? I don't know, like, so the way Jamaica is set up, like, depending on where you are. So St. Anne is my parish. That's my parish. Like, that's where I come from. It's very country, right? So there's a bit of a ways from the hospital. So I don't know which market they were at, whether they were at the craft market or whatever, but it's a bit of a ways for the hospital to come. And I think that's why the doctor was looking like, this can't really be happening right now.
Right.
Like, it's gonna be a little minute until y'all get some help. You feel me? Like,
right.
I think that they were super inconsiderate, but I think it's simply because they felt like she was an inconvenience. They felt like it was an inconvenience for them. That's why the girls was acting real nasty towards her. They did not want to be there. They didn't want the situation to be going on. I think Natalie was wrong as hell to be yelling at this girl. She was wrong. She was wrong to be yelling at her while she's drunk. Imagine being drunk, right? And you had a good night out with your friends, but you're tore up and you in the car and your friend, as you're driving, is screaming at you and saying, you need to get your together. You need to pick yourself up. Girl, I am dying. I'm trying to focus on not dying right now.
Right.
And you are yelling at me. I cannot hear you. You talk about your feet are not. When someone is not responding, shut up. Shut up. Like, she's trying to focus here. Like, she is not feeling well. We know she's not feeling well. Like, please. So I just thought that was super inconsiderate. I love to see Sky be super empathetic when other women were not being empathetic in the situation. I would have mushed Smiley too if she was about to throw up on me because I don't play with vomit. You feel me? And I would have cussed the security guard out as well, because who are you talking to? This is your job. You better catch that.
And do you think that, okay, like, do you think it was just purely alcohol as to why she reacted that way, or do you think it was some other stuff that was involved, plus the alcohol, meaning her high blood pressure, stuff like that?
I think that there was other stuff involved, allegedly, but people saying that 4 shots of Hennessy can't do that to you. Yes, it can. If you're on an empty stomach, if 3 shots of tequila can take me out on an empty stomach, because back in my college days, baby, we ain't have no money in the bank, but best believe we was finna drink, okay? And I used to go out on an empty stomach all the time, and I used to be tore up off of 3 shots and be throwing up and violently ill and getting alcohol poisoning. I also think that during alcohol poisoning, like when you're drunk and you're vomiting and stuff, you're gonna say a lot of stuff. You know how many times I said out loud prayers to God as I'm throwing up and I'm sick? Okay, I'm saying the crazy, oh my God, I hate my life. Oh, I'm never doing this again. Oh, I don't want, like, people talk when they're drunk. Like, that's what they're doing. They don't have no control over their instincts to be like, let me not say that. Let me just keep this in my head. You feel me? So I feel like everybody was just mad because it was an inconvenience. They really was treating it like not as like an emergency as it was. It simply was an inconvenience for everybody. They're like, oh, and of course it's our least favorite that's causing the inconvenience, you know?
Now someone said, but all hands was on deck when Rollie had her panic attack. But now, What do you think about that?
What I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. They like to pick and choose who they feel for, bro. They have no empathy for this girl simply because they don't like her. All when the girl is spread out. All when the girl is spread out and she's about to chip out. You guys are still like, oh no, we're not gonna help her. Like, what? That is crazy. Automatic is over here recording. You recording this whole thing, but you not helping her. I ain't see you even try and sprinkle some water on her face. You was just.
You think Anna Mac is starting a burn book, a Zeus burn book video version? Because she's recording a lot.
I don't like Anna. Anna because I feel like she's not as genuine as everybody makes it seem, and we saw that. We saw the way that, like the previous caller said, Shorty, how you gonna say that you don't remember what happened the night before, but then months later you're telling us exactly what happened, word for word, bar for bar, flow for flow, and you got receipts and everything. So how did you forget? If the videos and the stuff was in your phone and you have proof, then why didn't you look back at your phone from the night before if you didn't remember before you start saying that you didn't remember something? I don't be feeling her. I really don't be feeling her. But I just can't believe that they would treat this woman like this, and I cannot believe Zeus waste my time after we waited a whole extra week to see this.
Now I'm mad.
You feel me? I was upset.
I was like, but no, this was the bug.
And I was like, I was skipping through. When I tell you I was skipping through because I couldn't take it, like I was like, this is so hard to watch. I don't know how people were saying they didn't see her throwing up though. Like I saw her. It
looked like she was throwing up bile. I've seen that.
She was throwing it was bile because she didn't have any food in her system. Like when you're sick like that and you don't have no food in your system, you're gonna be throwing up bile and liquid. You're not gonna be throwing up no chunks. She don't got no food in her stomach. She went to bed hungry the night before because they didn't get to eat dinner because they was fighting at the table. They hopped on a plane, got to Jamaica, and they still didn't eat nothing. The next thing you know, they're in the heat, they're drinking liquor. She's on some other stuff, allegedly. And y'all think
you don't think it was the red rum and Red Bull? You don't think it was just that?
She should have had some Red Bull. She should have had some Red Bull with that Hennessy, and she wouldn't have been as out as she was. You feel me?
That would have been a good chaser.
But true, like, me just feel some type of way, especially because Natalie really was coming at my country. Like, we're just so
right. How do you feel about that?
Like, we're just so incompetent. She was like, "You're in Jamaica." I'm like, "Girl, we'll take your insurance too. We'll take all type of money." What are you talking about, girl? We can, you'll be okay at the hospital. You're not gonna die in Dashway like you would up here. Trust, okay? Like they're gonna
feel like it was a diss towards Jamaica.
I just feel like, why go to these countries when you guys think so low and poor of us? Like, if you think that we're so poor and we're so like down in the gutter, then why come to our countries? Why turn up? Why be so excited to be there? And why spend your money? Do you like? I don't understand. And then you guys are in Ocho Rios. You guys are in one of the most developed parts of Jamaica. Like, be for real. Like, do your research before you go to people country and then start saying ignorant stuff. Natalie be getting on my nerves. In this episode, she really got on my nerves because I think that somebody told her. I think the producers looked at her and was like, "Natalie, you're doing too much. You need to make sure this girl's okay." Because you're screaming at her and you're not helping her. And that's when she was holding her hand and walking. She didn't even look like she wanted to hold like Smiley's hand. She didn't want to be there. She didn't want to deal with her because it was an inconvenience to her. And I just feel like that's just so nasty, and it really showed these girls' true colors. And Taseki, girl, The only thing I like about you is them hands. That's the only thing I like about you is them hands, because you are a
Rough
liar as
season.
well. She's a liar. She's a straight up liar. She's like, oh, she put her finger down her throat. You are a liar. We watched this girl.
Now, we didn't see that now. I seen that
Like-
in that preview and I expected to see her, and we did not see that.
We did not see that because she's a liar. Like, how could you just make that up and then say the girl tried to jump you? We saw that. That didn't happen. So I'm confused as to why you keep making up these lies. We watched you lie and say that you didn't call nobody to come to where y'all was at with Rock. So we know you're a liar. I just...
Now, what do you think about this petition? Did you sign the petition? And do you think Mr. Lemmy Pepper should take heed to the petition?
I, in fact, signed that petition because you know I'm Rollie's number one hater. I can't stand her. I can't stand her. I don't care how much weight Rollie loses. I don't care how bad she could shower right in front of me and I still wouldn't believe that she washed herself properly.
Oh my God.
I don't care. I do not like Rollie. I hope she gets off the show. And I really, really hope that he takes it seriously, because you know what? His viewership will go up if he takes it seriously. If the viewers feel like they have this type of control, they would be like, oh crap, like, ooh, yeah, I'm gonna keep my subscription, but let me see Rollie on Baddies Caribbean, because that is what's also upsetting me. This Baddies Caribbean cast, why are these American people there?
Oh,
why are these American people there? I thought it was Baddies Caribbean. If you guys get people from the East Coast to be on Baddies East, and you guys get people from the West Coast to be on Baddies West, why did you guys not get people from the Caribbean to be on Baddies Caribbean?
I think that hopefully some of the new girls are Caribbean girls. Like, maybe we get a Shensia, but no, they.
You feel me? Like, we could have got something. We could have got Jada Kingdom. We could have got.
She would never do that shit.
We could have got Chanel. We could have got so many different Caribbean artists, girls. Like, come on now. And it's just, I'm not feeling it. Honestly, after this season.
Someone said Jada Kingdom.
That's, girl, I love Jada.
You know she wouldn't do it either.
Jada wouldn't be on the show. Jada would not be on the show. I would love Jada Kingdom to be on the show. That's my girl.
Y'all know damn well Party would have told her, hell no. Okay. Any final thoughts?
All I want to say is that I'm just super proud of you, and continue doing what you're doing, because understand, in these TikTok and these YouTube streets, baby, you are duplicated. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You are imitated. I will scroll and I will watch your video, and then I will go and someone has copied bar for bar, flow for flow, and I'm like,
What Nikki said on her song, these bitches mad I did it first.
But have a good night. Thanks for having me.
All right, night. Make sure you guys please hit that like button, please. Okay, before I cuss you out, like that China mama. Where's she at?
Tasha K, this is Tokyo Tony, period. When I catch you, your ass is mine on God, period. Check out my last YouTube, bitch. The threats are all there. When I catch you, so help me God, I'm going to give you 4.5 years worth of shit that you've been giving me, bitch. I promise you, when I catch you, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to punch you in your mouth, your throat, and your solar plex. Then I'm going to throw you on the ground and commence to stomping your face into the cement. Be prepared.
Okay, what's up, Kaya?
Hey, Pierre.
What's up?
Finally made it to a Baddies after show. I never could get in. Never.
Period.
All right, first,
now you in.
Before we get into Smiley, first I gotta talk about. First, I did not like Anna Mac's hair. I've been saying on backstage. I don't know if that was crochet. I don't know what that was. That was terrible.
You don't like the red and black Dalmatian mix?
No, it looked like that crochet hair they sell at the beauty supply stores. That's what that looked like. It was terrible. I said, Anna Mac has really beautiful natural hair. I don't know why she just didn't wear her natural hair. But I don't know how hot it is in Jamaica. Well, I don't know. How hot is it in Jamaica? Have you been there, Pierre?
No, I've never been.
Well, I have been to the Bahamas, and it's hot as a bitch down there, so I can just imagine how hot it is in Jamaica. But yeah, and I'm gonna say this, and people are gonna be upset with me. I don't care. Taseki boring. Taseki is boring if she's not punching somebody. We haven't seen Taseki do nothing for like 6-7 episodes. Last time we saw her do something interesting is when she lumped up what's her face, the Krishan neck.
You feel like she lacks personality?
Yeah. Exactly. I didn't want to say that because like I think it's something about Taseki I can like, But then, honey, she's not giving me anything for the last 6-7 episodes.
Someone said she's not boring. She's mature.
Then don't come on a show called. But this is my thing with Tasiki. Like at the Baddies auditions, you literally said that you're gonna be doing all this stuff when you get on the show, and we only saw you do it to one person, somebody who wasn't even on the show, and that's Marsh.
But she did get jumped.
Yeah, that's my point. But you can't be like. I feel like if Tasiki had punched Natalie, which I wanted to happen so bad, if she had beat up Natalie, I feel like she was set for life. Like she was gonna get called back every single season now.
Yeah, for sure. That's why my recast, I didn't include her.
You didn't?
Yeah.
You include her? Oh, I knew they were gonna put her on because it was Krishan's sister. I already knew they were gonna put her on, but it's like, baby, you need to give me something. If they bring on Baddies Caribbean, that what it is? Yeah, Baddies Caribbean. Why am I saying that? She needs to do something. She needs to get into one of those Caribbean girls they're gonna bring on the show. They should bring that girl who sung that song, "Make Me Sweat."
Now y'all know damn well Tyler would never. Are you crazy?
You don't think so?
No.
She's pretty. She's a baddie for real.
In her career, like that's like Halle Bailey doing Love and Hip Hop. Like like, y'all is crazy.
But she's pretty enough. She's beautiful and a bad bitch to be on.
Management would block Natalie after they messaged her. They would block Natalie and Zeus.
Also, I got something. Smiley. Before we get into seizure, is Smiley? Are you scared of Biggie? Because this is not the first time that Biggie has little girl Smiley. Why is Biggie feeling comfortable that she can talk to you any kind of way, Smiley? You just sitting there taking it. But if Mariah Lynn said that to you, you'd be ready to pop her real quick. So it's given that you don't want to fight girls who are your size.
So you're talking about the scene at the couch where Biggie said, "That's why Smiley, you be letting bitches try you, nigga."
Yeah, but remember the episode where they were giving out those eviction notices? She went into that room and got in Smiley's face, talking about some Smiley. Well, why you gonna let them do that? Like, and then talking about some, are you dumb? Like, are you dumb? Are you dumb? Like. I just can't. But it's like, why are you letting Biggie, somebody who is your size, get in your face like that? You don't get off and steal on her. That's what Smiley kept losing me. But you're quick to fight Mariah Lynn, somebody who's small. Now I understand Mariah Lynn be starting with you, but it's like when Mariah Lynn gets mouthy with you, you're just ready to go and swing her. We saw you scared to fight Sapphire a couple episodes ago, and then after she actually put her hands on you, that's when you wanted to swing back. But she's kind of losing me letting Biggie talk to her like that, and that's where Biggie's losing me too. Because she did that with Anna not that long ago when Anna said Biggie be trying to talk to her any kind of way. It's like, you're trying to son the new girls, Biggie. But mind you, Anna and Smiley were originals and you're a replacement.
Remember, but my whole thing is Biggie can't win for losing. Y'all mad when she don't speak up. And when she do speak up, y'all mad. So it's like, what's she supposed to do?
No, it's weird that with Smiley, it's like, Biggie, why are you little? But it's like she's little girl and Anna and Smiley. Because they're new.
Smiley letting her, so...
Yo, do you think she's gonna do that with Tasiki? Biggie gonna try a little girl to see?
No, because they're friends. Let me stop defending her so hard.
All right, so on to Smiley and Zeus. I was good to unsubscribe from y'all because y'all literally could have gave us this episode last week on New Year's Eve, and then start of 2024 with a bang because next episode look like it's gonna be good. But what was this, Zeus? They really did not have to put that Smiley segment for the rest of the episode. I kept looking to see how much time was left. I'm like, they really stretched this out for like 20-something minutes. It's
Y'all could have put this on YouTube.
Like, for what? But like, that was so terrible. And then Tasiki, like, where did Smiley put her fingers in her throat? Because that's what I was waiting for. And it seemed like all of a sudden Smiley I think she choked on her own vomit, and that's probably how it happened. But I had a cousin who had seizures before, and I've seen, and she did act like Smiley. But I think I agree with you when you said that she was like putting a little bit too much on it. Just a little bit too much on it. The Emmys was tonight, so maybe she was trying to get an Emmy nomination.
Bitch. I hate you.
Yeah, but it just seemed like
the Emmys is tonight. No shade.
Yeah, the Emmys are tonight, and shout out to all the black winners. Shout out to all the
right, that part. Okay,
yeah, so
Taraji for the win. Taraji for the win.
Exactly. Period.
Okay.
But like one of your callers said, I don't know exactly who said it. Smiley lies a lot. So when you start lying and saying you're a scammer and all this kind of stuff, it's hard for people to believe you with stuff like this. But then the the whole cast is saying it. I can see if just one or two people on the cast is saying, "Oh yeah, Smiley lies about all this stuff." But the fact that the girls in House B, that everybody think is are the realest, like Camilla and Anna and Tasiki are all saying that you're faking, then people at that point, I don't feel like they're lying, because why is everybody saying it? Because when everybody is saying that you're doing something, and because you got some girls in House B who don't mess with people in House A, then when everybody in the cast is saying it, Smiley, I don't know what to tell you. So that's why it's hard for people to believe you. And because it happened so sudden, because we know she's Smiley like putting on a show. Like when she said about that MC, and apparently she had that doctor's note and they misspelled a word correctly. Even though that MC hadn't been talked about the last couple episodes, but I'm just bringing it as a but it's like, but if she really did fake it, like, girl, it's gonna look really, like, really, really bad. I don't know which one is worse, faking an MC or faking a seizure. But she said,
that's Smiley had a rough season. Like, fuck.
But I do know it's
people came on this show. It was nothing but medical things just about you. Like, that's crazy.
And then we're hearing that she's on medication. I said, okay, so you guys are letting this girl who's on medication drink? When you're on medication, you're not supposed to drink, right?
Yeah.
So that's my point. Like, she takes on some, oh yeah, she didn't take her medication. Okay, so this girl hasn't eaten, and you guys are letting her drink on an empty stomach, and you know she hasn't, and then you're saying she didn't take her medication. Like, come on, y'all, Zeus, y'all gotta be better with this. And then Smiley, if you have all these health problems, then why are you here? You should have went home after the MC. If it really did happen, I feel like you should have went home, because this is making you look bad.
I love how you call it the MC. Now, what do you think about this petition?
I didn't sign it, but I thought it was a joke. I didn't know it was real until I looked at it. My cousin, he doesn't like Rollie at all. He said he signed that thing like 10 times.
Oh my God.
But it's my thing.
See, listen. Y'all over here coming together in this petition, bitch. The elections is this year. All you bitches that signed to get Rollie off this show better be the same bitches and niggas who go to the polls and make sure that you vote correctly. Go ahead.
But this is my thing. I don't know if they're gonna put her off, but I don't think that they're gonna finally put her show out, because who's gonna watch it? Let me tell you something. If Zeus wants to put out a show, if Lemon Pepper Stepper Plumber wants to put out a show, baby, they're gonna put out a show. And the fact that Blueface done surpassed you and Nick Cannon surpassed you, Rollie, you ain't getting the show. Whatever happened to that show where she having on like those big girls doing like a strip show?
Yeah.
Was that supposed to be the show?
I think so. I'm surprised they didn't announce it, because you like when they put the shows coming up, like I would have thought they would have put that there, because I remember they announced it like not too long ago.
Yeah, I heard about that. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think a lot of people want to see a whole bunch of fat bitches sliding up and down poles and sticking up the club. Yeah,
no, okay. You know what channel that will work on? I really feel like, hopefully, Rollie, you listening. Hopefully she didn't license it to Zeus to where she has perpetuity on that show where she could go anywhere with it. Because if Zeus is playing with her and she has it all filmed, if she has perpetuity on it and owns it, and Zeus doesn't actually own the content, and she could take it other channels, I feel like if she takes it to like a Lifetime, it could be like, y'all know how Little Women LA, it could be kind of like that, but for big girls. So hopefully Zeus doesn't have the rights to it, because if they do, she's kind of screwed.
I feel like they did, because I don't know if Rollie, because this is the first time that Rollie will be like an EP of a show. I don't know if she's an EP of Baddies, but I feel like she kind of did. But like, if she did,
because it was on Lifetime, right? The Little Women show, it was on Lifetime.
Yeah,
you're right.
Watch it way back and down. Watch it no more.
Right, they would probably be the type to pick something like that up.
Yeah, but I honestly don't feel, because Lemmy, we know he saw the petition, but I still don't feel like they're gonna get rid of her, because I think they're like, oh, all press is good press. But it's like, if people are like threatening, which I don't believe people are going to actually unsubscribe, but if people actually,
I feel like they are, just to prove a point, and they're going to watch it like illegally.
Oh, I said, but like,
because the way they were going hard about it, I've seen people go hard in the comments about it. Like, you guys are like relentless. She commented saying congrats to Hallie, and somebody said, you need to get off the show. Like, what the fuck? They are not playing. That's why I think he needs to kind of take it more seriously. Like, it's not really a joke, low key. Like, I know we laughing about it, but like, people are really going to do that to prove a point. So then that way he could like do something. I really feel like that.
He should, but because like think about it, I hate to say it, but Baddies is the only successful show on Zeus right now. That's the only one that trends. We saw Jocelyn's Cabaret. That show was not trending, so they can't. Well, you cannot let this show go downhill because you want to protect somebody. It's okay but thing is, it's okay, Rollie, for you to take a season off. I feel like you have enough money saved up where you will be all right. Give people some time to want.
Do you know her banking, bitch? Let me stop.
I know I'm saying, but like when you done, when she done 3 seasons back to back and then she has like promotions and all that kind of stuff when she goes out and hosts, I would think that you would save up if you're smart, you save your money.
I don't think it's more so about the money. It is a little bit, don't get me wrong, but I think a lot of it has to do with the spotlight. I feel like she's scared of not having the attention on her because she feel like she'll be forgotten, which we won't forget you. You're making us want to forget you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I feel like it won't hurt them. Me personally, watching, it doesn't hurt when you take a season like on Housewives, when one of them would take a season off and then come back. It won't hurt you that bad to take a season off and let some other girl shine. Because what more can we talk about with you, Rollie? Like, what more can we talk about with you and Scotty? Like, what more can we talk about? There's only so much big jokes I can make about you, Rollie. Like, come on, I'm running out of jokes. So
run out of jokes. Thank you, Kyle, for calling in. Nice. What's up, Michelle? We're not ready. What's up, Sam?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, by the way, before we start, you look good. You look good. I like the fit like chain. So when it comes to Smiley, I wanted to ask you something. So I know you don't play about God and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
But are you spiritual and stuff like at all?
Yeah.
So you know when she was saying, like, she was talking about, where's my son, right? I was like, yo, we've been following Smiley and we've been seeing like all her medical shit and like, did she have an abortion? Did she not have an abortion? I was like, is she talking about her son? Is she talking about the son?
Oh,
I was like,
wow.
Look, she's been messing with the black market. She's been messing with like a lot of things. And she's the type of person, in my opinion, she wouldn't care. She wouldn't like take seriously a bunch of spiritual stuff. She'd just be like, I'm just trying to get my one. I'm trying to go up.
So I think like she was talking about the baby that was unfortunately lost.
Bruh. Yeah, I feel like a lot was going through. She was saying some shit that she would never say if she was sober and she was aware. And I feel like when you're in a state like that and she's gone on whatever she might have taken, right? Mm-hmm. If it was TikToks, if it was, alcohol, whatever. I feel like she entered a realm in her mind. Like this is like conspiracy stuff, right? Mm-hmm. I'm just like talking, right? Because I'm just trying to bring a conspiracy
like call. Yes.
Like I'm just trying to bring a point. Like no one is really like kind of bringing, because we all know like she could be acting, she might not be acting, but she definitely was throwing up, blah blah blah.
You feel like it was a mix, but a spiritual type of like reaction break.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? It happens so fast. She messes with so many people. And like, I was like, I feel like a lot of things are going on deeper in her mind. Of course, when she came back, she was like, I don't know what happened. I blacked out and like, blah, blah, blah. But Smiley's the type of person, she messes with so many things behind the scenes just to get what she wants. Like
a little woo like, you're saying was mixed in there.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I feel like some real dark shit. And
now,
I like how you say dark liquor. I can't say it the same way.
Dark liquor. Now, this is a video where she said she put woo on Mariah's chain that she snatched from her. Like, no, that the chain that Mariah has that she snatched from Smiley.
Yeah. She said she put voodoo, right?
She said she put it in the chain. She sounded like she was joking, but who knows?
Yeah, I listen, I feel like she would have done it, but then she would have been like playing around with it, thinking like, oh, nothing serious is gonna happen. You know what I mean? She's thinking like, I'm just doing it to get to her, but I'm not really thinking about the repercussions that come from that, right? So yeah, so that's my biggest thing on that. I cannot lie though. Natalie made me.
You said
Natalie made me laugh so much when she was talking, because I was like, Natalie, you're talking to someone who's not hearing you. What are you doing? Wait for me.
Natalie was talking like she was having a conversation with somebody that could talk back. She's like, you should do this. We're in Baghdad.
She was killing me. Oh my gosh, I was crying, and then oh my gosh, Sky. Oh my god, Sky was doing so well. I was hearing like Disney music when she was like trying to be a mom, be caring, until she smushed her face. I said, you ruined everything you try to look like. But it's not her fault. I don't blame her. Who's gonna let vomit go in their face? Like that was
would have been crazy. Now, do you think some of the other girls' reaction, like the Tsutsiki and like Animax reaction, so do you think it was warranted with what was going on?
So with Tasiki, listen, like personally, I don't hate Tasiki as much as everyone else, but in that scene, that's crazy to say that. First of all, we didn't see she made herself throw up part, right? But then also to call her a meatball when she's literally like doing something, like, what are you doing? I was like, and it's so funny because I just listened to her song I Eat before like watching the thing. I was just like, damn, everybody's a meatball the minute like they don't like you. As for Anna Mac, like she needs to have her own private series with all the secret footage she has, and they need to send it to you. Because like she's recording
in the documentary, because every 2 seconds she I'm like, oh, what you doing over there with that phone?
The one thing I want to say, you know how the episode started? It was so weird. Like, you know, with E.T., she is literally a purse to Rollie at this point. Like, what the? Did you see that side shot? She was just, you know, when they were going through Times Square, they were holding hands everywhere. I'm like, E.T., we need to know what you're like on your own. I don't even know if I want her to come back or not. I'm not even sure. Like,
I'd rather E.T. come back by herself than Rollie come back by herself. No shit.
Facts, 100%. Rollie needs to go.
I want to see how she could do on her own with no backup.
You know one thing, one of my last points, 'cause I didn't want to come on here for long. Like, I just wanted to say something real quick. You know one thing, like, you open my eyes to in like these type of shows, which is really cool. You said we need a bad guy. We need somebody who's just like chilling, pretty, doing something. And it's kind of like, oh, what's her name? Not Lonnie, the pretty girl from the last season, the one who got beat up by Rock. What's her name?
Lauren,
right? Lauren and Scotty, right? They're
right
like
on the screen.
Yeah, her, right? Basically, so you need a bad guy, and then you need like that type of girl, right? What other type of like people do you think you need in a show?
Like
the other categories.
Reality TV cast is a villain, like a Rollie-ish type of ET-ish vibe. Somebody funny, like a T. So they have the formula right, but I just feel like some of the people they picked weren't right.
Right.
The funny type of girl like T, fighter type girls like a Tasiki and a little bit ET and a little bit of Animac, but then mixed in a little funny with the Animac. The fashion girlies like
the fashion
Sapphire. So like they have the right formula. I see where they was going, but
okay, fair enough. So that's what I'm going to be looking out for, like, because I know you do a lot of cast stuff, like dream cast and stuff. So I'm going to be looking out for like these archetypes. But that's basically all I wanted to say. But thank you for having the show.
All right, night. What's up, princess?
Wait. I'm here. I'm ready.
I was like, boy, she had a cute profile picture.
All right. So to start off, do I think Smiley is lying? I don't think she's lying because I've had a similar experience where I fainted in the club after smoking too much hookah in a hot area. And there's a instance where it looks like to the outside world that you're having a seizure, but you're puking internally. Because I went to the doctor, they had me do a whole brain scan, all that stuff, and they're like, oh, you don't have epilepsy, you don't have anything wrong with you. It's just to the outside world, there's a condition where if you have too much of a substance, you look like you're having a seizure, but you're not.
Right.
So that's a possibility. But it just goes to show, like, if you lie about big things, nobody could trust you. And I kind of feel bad for her in regards, like, imagine being in a situation where you're dying and nobody's taking you seriously. Like, that's kind of scary.
It is. And it's another lesson to not travel with people outside of the country that you're not too familiar with.
Yeah, and that's what and then I didn't like how Natalie made it seem like they were not developed in Jamaica. Like, come on now, girl. You've been there enough times. You've been out the country.
Are you a Jamaican girl?
No, I'm not, but I'm Guatemalan, and it's all the same thing. Like Caribbean.
Right. I'm Haitian, right.
So it's like if you're in a area where it's a lot of tourists, you're gonna have a good hospital around. So I just thought that was really ignorant.
What did you think of also how she was talking to Smiley? How do you think the girls reacted to it? How did you feel about that? Like Tasiki reacted to it the way that she did, Natalie.
All right. So with Natalie, honestly, when Natalie was talking to her while she was having her seizure, it's not funny, but I was laughing at how Natalie was reacting to it. Because I'm like, girl, how can you be so stupid? Like, she's not faking this. And Natalie's thinking she's talking to somebody that's coherent. I was just like, this is a kind of a key. And then the other girls, I don't like none of the girls on this season because they all want to be around Natalie subconsciously, I feel like. So they're flip-flopping. They're like, I don't believe Smiley, but I feel like they should be on Smiley's side because they know Smiley as a person and they've been in the house with her. So the least they could do is have some empathy. I ain't like that.
Now, do you think that at the reunion, she should come on a defense or like an offense to where like she explains herself more? You think she should be coming on some fight type? Talking about Smiley.
Knowing Smiley, she's gonna come here like, what? Why do y'all want to fight me? Like, she's gonna be on. She's not even gonna fight. But I feel like everybody's gonna come together and suddenly have a change of heart because they're seeing how the fans will react. So everybody will baby Smiley, essentially come with apologies, knowing that that's not how they genuinely feel.
Now this petition, did you sign?
Oh, I did sign. I'm one of the people with no lives. That y'all said needed to get a hobby. Yeah, I'm one of them.
Now, are you signed up to vote?
I signed up because we need Rollie off. She needs a season off to get herself together. She just needs to go do her surgeries because that's what she want to do right now. That's what she needs to go focus on for like a year or two, and then spin back when you're more humble and we forget about you, and then you need the audience again on your side. Because I don't know.
I really feel like this season, had she taken it off and come back for Caribbean with a new body, she would have ate.
That's what she should have done. Because then the fans, we're gonna forget that she was a bad person, low key. Because these seasons just be going by, and everybody's gonna come back and love her after she got her body done. Because you know we all love a new body. That's just what it is. But yeah, that's my advice to Rollie. I did sign though 3 times, unfortunately.
Oh my god.
Yeah, my bad.
Now, are you registered to vote?
Oh, you know I'm registered to vote.
Okay,
yeah.
now. All
Since
right.
I was 18 years old, I do not play that.
Bad.
You won't see me at the polls, Pierre.
Okay, bad. That's all I want. As much as y'all ran and saw them damn signatures and petitions, run to the ball, okay?
Listen,
and not the stripper ball.
That's what I'm saying. Because I'm like, I know these people are still buying Starbucks, but they're over here signing for this petition. But no shit. But yeah.
Thank you for calling in, Princess.
No problem. Have a good night.
Like, what's up? I was about to add your music room and you just left. Oh, there you go. All right, what's up?
I think this shit fucked me up. I might mess me up. Can y'all hear me or not?
I can hear you.
Okay. Pierre, y'all, listen. Y'all really believe that girl?
So I'm kind of seeing you don't believe any of it.
I don't believe any of it. I don't believe that she was off of 4 shots, was having any type of seizures. I do not believe that she had those her issue with the baby. I do not believe that. Like you gave another theory on another thing. I laughed when you said maybe she went and did it herself, you know, at the clinic. Nah, there was no nothing. Because let me tell you something. I grew up in the hood and I've seen many a girl go to the clinic and pop many a baby away, and they not going to the club turning up right after that. That was weird.
So you think there was nothing with the baby at all?
No. I think that she did that for a moment. I think she's done all of this for a moment. There are people who do this for a living, and she did her best Timu Angela Bassett, and she got people falling for it. I don't buy it.
Ooh.
So now, we can move on to the next step.
You don't believe she even had a reaction?
No.
Wow.
No. Why are y'all believing somebody who is literally the black market?
So based off of that comment, you just are not believing anything else she says?
No, except that she looks like a big fluffy bird in her confessionals. No.
Now, did you sign a petition?
Oh, I'm going to after this. I just didn't want to lose my spot.
Oh my God.
Because let me tell you something. Hold on, huh? You said what?
Are you registered to vote?
Oh, baby, always. I've been voting. Yeah.
My entertainers better be registered to vote, signing that petition. That's
and let me tell y'all now that we're talking about this chick who had the
crazy.
You say what?
I said because these inflation rates are crazy.
Baby, we gotta fix it because if eggs go
Right,
back up that
right.
high, I'm just
I
not
don't
gonna
care
ever
about
eat
no
them again.
Rollie, bitch. I care about these inflation rates. Go ahead.
But here we go. This is the thing about Rollie, and I shout out to women who have babies because listen, I wouldn't want my body to morph into something. And she had the nerve, and folks talking about kangaroo pouches. But you notice one thing tonight, how everybody, even though they look corny, including Camilla, wore some Jamaica stuff, but she came out wearing cream, looking like an uncooked thing of Hawaiian biscuits from Pillsbury, because she couldn't wear that. So she might have a kangaroo pouch, but you're shaped like a unwanted Kelly Price. You are a kangaroo.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Now,
SpongeBob.
what did you think
Like,
of the preview for next week? We see Natalie and Scotty and stuff getting into it. What do you think that's going to be about?
the powder. But before we go there, something that nobody said tonight. I feel bad for that one white boy that works for Zeus that was like, I wish I would have took a better job after college.
You talking about Matthew?
Was that who that was? That man was holding on to his notes for dear life.
You talking about the man with the yarmulke?
Oh, no. Was the one with the yarmulke, did he have on the red sweater tonight, y'all? Or
I think so.
that poor boy looked like I thought I had a good job. I told everybody I was working in the industry straight out of college, and he got
yeah.
Oh, and what else? There's something else that we're missing.
That, mind you, by the way, if y'all don't know, used to work for Candy and Todd. If y'all go,
that's him.
Yes. If
Yo.
you guys go back to Candy and Todd's marriage special, it was either the marriage special or when they went on that vacation. He was in that one of those series.
Yo, your memory is crazy because as soon as you said that, I remember his yarmulke as clear as day.
It refreshed my memory when they told me.
Okay, so y'all, some of y'all in the comments, I love y'all, but y'all some meatballs, because tell me something. Y'all fought for this ethereal roughing thing, and that little thing came onto this show, and I don't understand why she played baby orangutan to the bigger orangutan. It blows my mind. I don't understand what she's here for. And y'all said she's from South Central, right? But she did her best white woman. Let me see if I can do my voice. And that's why they call me Scarface, because people threw objects on me, because now all of a sudden I'm scared. Like, what? Nah, miss me with that one. that was crazy.
She be herself.
Well, no, she can go be herself back over on her network because it's cool. Because I'm about to follow her right over there. I'm subscribing after this. Like,
you subscribing to Now That's TV?
I actually already have the subscription. I'm just about to actually start watching now because this is, it's bad. Oh, by the way, I don't know what took you so long coming on. I was telling them earlier, I thought you was in hiding like Big Lex.
Bitch, bye.
And I don't believe T either. Listen, I'm glad her mom is good in health, but I think that she saw the BS, and I'm with her. And I think she was wanting to cover herself, and her mom is a good one because I would do that for my baby too if she got caught up in that foolishness.
I agree too. I do feel like probably something was wrong, but I think she made sure, like, hey, like, I gotta take care of this. Yeah, it was good while it lasted. Bye.
Yeah,
I don't blame her though. I really don't.
I don't either. And I want to say to everybody who's saying that people are boring this season, if you look at the edits, I don't think that anybody's being done justice for anything. And I don't know why the edits are like this. They all look really dumb and boring. Like Sky, I think that's why Sky really did. I think Sky thought she was faking too, if we're going to be honest, but she knew she was going to get camera time and she played it well. I do not believe there was any bit of sympathy. Sky's from New York. New Yorkers know a scammer when they see it. And that Big Bird thing was scamming. Like,
so you
to the point where
keep game, but make sure to act nice so that way it doesn't look bad on camera.
Absolutely. And then you know what else? And you know why she's not going to sue? Because you missed your folks said she was just on live today. And she said she forgot. And like when your other caller said, so we're going to hold which honor Max to that little standard of being drunk and not remembering stuff. If she can't remember stuff, don't come down the line saying all of a sudden now you remember the Zeus.
But what if she tries to get them for negligence?
Nope, she can't, because if she just said on live and somebody got it that she said she don't remember anything, you just can't all of a sudden. Nope.
The live is up on my channel. Okay.
Like, go on somewhere, mama. Like, nobody. I want somebody to pull her and find out that she's a legal alien so we can put her back over the border. I don't like her.
We're not going to the fans with all of this, okay? Now on to the preview for next week. What do you think Scotty and Nat are going to get into it about?
Well, I mean, maybe Scotty was tired of topping Lemmy, and Natalie was like, "You got to do what you got to do if you want to come back for next season." Because at this point, what could they be fighting about?
No comment. Any final thoughts?
I think that, like I said, if they want this, at this point, nah. Except that I'd rather just see the tape of Scotty and Janisha topping him because it's better than anything going on Zeus right now. And y'all make sure you like and subscribe.
Stay tuned for the OnlyFans. Thank you so much. What's up, Kiki?
Hey.
What's up?
I almost fell asleep over here. I ain't never been in the room this long. Okay, so I agree with what you said about ET. I definitely think that she's not comfortable because I feel like now this TV is more like raw, and I feel like Baddies, they have a lot of off filming time to where they're not doing anything. So I feel like that she's being herself when the cameras are not there, and then when Natalie's coming, we're finna shoot this scene, it's like she can't be fake. So that's what I feel like about that. Moving on to Smiley, I really, really think that Smiley was having her seizures. I honestly believe it because I've dated somebody who has seizures. And for one, it looked very familiar. And two, they literally don't remember anything. Like after they have a seizure, they really don't remember. So that's what kind of made me believe it. Like when the next day when she was like, I don't remember what happened. Because my ex used to do that a lot. Like don't remember anything. Fall all out. They don't feel anything. Like I feel like if she was acting, she wouldn't have been falling down like that because she could have hurt herself or anything if she was acting.
Right.
And that's honestly how I feel. I honestly just don't feel like that she was faking it. I don't feel like that she was being dramatic. I just feel like that she was out of it. Like that's how I feel. And
how do you feel about the girls reacting to it?
I felt like Natalie didn't react as bad as she could have reacted. I just feel like that she took what the other girl said, like when Anna Mac and everybody was saying, oh, she just drunk. So she went to the bus almost like, girl, like we just got here. Like be serious. I don't feel like
I think it was too.
Yeah, like get over yourself. And then I do feel like that Smiley did tell Tasiki that she was gonna make the episode about her, but I feel like it backfired on her and it was about her, but in a way that she probably didn't want it to be. Because I feel like she was trying to get drunk to get lit so she could like have presence in the episode.
Like turn up.
Yeah, it turned bad for her. Tasiki with her comments was really irritating me because it's almost like you've been quiet the whole season and now you have so much to say when she can't really defend herself. So that irritated me. I was just like, dang, like she literally followed out the chair and she called her a meatball. Like nobody's gonna say anything to Tasiki, so she just saying whatever.
Tasiki screamed meatball. That's why I said I hope that was it because she like meatball. I'm like, whoa.
I said, oh my god, they were carrying her away.
Some
scenes just had me dying laughing. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it was very sad to watch, but what some of them was saying was very, very funny. Like,
it was the Natalie scene for me.
Yes.
She was talking to a wall. She's like,
she said, girl, put your feet on the floor. I'm like, dang.
Natalie is funny without trying. I swear to God. That girl said, you need to stop drinking.
Natalie said, dang, how much did you guys drink? I was like,
she said, what were you guys doing in here? Natalie was so funny to me in that scene. I'm sorry. Like, the situation was funny, but it was Natalie in that moment that had to have me like, because I'm like, why are you asking all these questions? Like, she gonna answer you back with a clear sentence and answer.
And she kept just yelling at her. Guy, when she mushed her face, bro, I bust out laughing because I'm like, oh my God. If she didn't give her a small mush, she could have just moved out the way. Like, she literally pushed her like they was fighting or something. I'm like, oh my God. And That's really it. Didn't
Now,
nothing
did you sign the petition?
No, I did not. Everybody else did it enough for me. People were signing it 12 times back to back. They already got mine in there. But I really feel like Lemmy, he's probably not going to bring her back because that's not nobody that he's having sex with or nothing like that. So I don't feel like he's going to care. But if it was Scotty, she would not be going nowhere.
Ooh, so you feel like she probably isn't going to come back because, Lemmy Pepper's not putting the pepper in her.
Yeah. He probably gonna tell her, Rollie, we're working on your show. Just let them cool down a little bit.
I told y'all the smartest way to get her not on Baddies is to put her on that Blueface show. But hey,
right, and let her rap.
Has to do what she does. Rollie does music. Like, she's not a reality star, and I really wish she would focus more on her music because it's like that's what she does best.
Right, and she should have did that before this season because now all of her comments, she can't even make a music video without them calling her big back and knock knee.
Right, like it's crazy. Like I'm telling you, I saw a comment. She put heart eyes under Hallie's post, and people under her comments going crazy. I'm like, damn.
I'm like, that is crazy. It's so many people that's knock knee. Even Biggie is knock knee, and y'all be up under her comments, beautiful, killing it. And Rollie posts one picture of her face and they say back up so we can see those knees. Like, I be like, oh my God.
These fans, I'm telling you, it's the young fans. It's the ones that were born before BGC aired.
Right.
So they haven't seen people on reality television that they don't like to the fact they take it personal. So they think Rollie is bullying them.
Yeah, she getting her karma though, because Rollie do too much.
It is karma though. I will say that it is karma.
She just do too much, so that's on her. And I agree with the other callers. I never liked her from the One More Chance show. I just feel like if somebody is cuter than her or anything, Rollie is just gonna be loud, and she loves camera time as well. Even though they try to say that Smiley is the one. It's really Rollie that love camera time. That's why she always trying to yell. She always trying to be the one to speak up for everybody. Like, so yeah, I had to go to. My final thoughts is, everybody that's watching, just don't even waste your time. Just go watch Now That's TV. It's more interesting.
Period. Not the self-play. Nice. What's up, Jay?
Hey, oh yeah, y'all, I'm looking a little crazy. I want to have to forgive me a little bit because I last minute decided to jump on when my other girlfriend, a Guatemalan sister, jumped on here. I said, let me go put my 2 cents in real quick.
Period. So what'd you think of the episode?
Okay, they could have kept that. The whole episode, they're stalling us out. Clearly, they're stalling us out. They know what we want to see. We want to see all that shit that went down at that waterfall, all that kind of ass there. Nobody was. I thought it was just going to be the Smiley thing for a second and then on to the rest. They're clearly stalling out, clearly. And I'm like, I'm over it. I personally, because my sister made the Zeus account. And I was using her subscription for a while. But then nobody was paying it. So then I was paying it. And, when I did watch, I liked the Bobby show. Of course, Jocelyn's Cabaret, and me and my sisters, we grew up watching Bad Girls Club together. We was always like, oh, we're going to be the first sisters on Bad Girls Club. Clearly it didn't happen. That's okay. Different place, different life now, whatever. But, so when we've been watching Natalie from way back in the day and stuff, the point being, but I just, I got work in the morning, so I will be brief. When it comes to Rollie, I remember her on One More Chance, and there was a part of me that was like, you know what? Especially when it came to like how she was like when it came to Chance and stuff. I'm like, oh, she seems sweet, but she do be having that little hater bone in her body. Come to think about it. And then on the first season of Baddies, I still thought Rollie was cool. Plus, also, are we forgetting the fact that she's the first person to really throw down Natalie for real? Like, did we forget that? Because we was all rooting for Rollie when she was knocking around Natalie because couldn't nobody else do it, and she was the first to say, "Bitch, I clocked you today." Right. So I think she has her. Yeah, I think Rollie has moments, and she is so almost likable. It's almost there, you know.
I agree.
And that's what killed me, because it's like, girl, like we
know,
want to love you.
It's an insecurity.
It reads all the way through. They dragging out this stuff. I don't know if it's just for the sake of the storyline, and they know that they're full of shit, but they're dragging out this stuff with her and I can't believe I just forgot her name. I know that girl name. Biggie, yeah. Like, I'm like, all the receipts prove that Biggie is innocent. You just mad and want to be mad. Like, I'm over it, you know. But my main thing with the Smiley situation, they say she don't drink too much alcohol, and I can understand that. Also, you have to remember, Jamaica is. I'm from Belize. That's where I live. I'm in California right now, but my home and stuff is in Belize. It's very humid. It's very humid. It's very warm. Not everybody is used to that kind of heat. You have to stay hydrated. And the gal no eat, and she to drink up, and she's not a drinking kind of gal. So it's giving recipe for disaster. I wasn't really feeling Tasiki's ad-libs and stuff. I wasn't feeling the fact that was the whole effing episode. Like, it started off like we was about to get into some tea. I'm thinking we about to go see them have a cute little time, and then get into what the stuff that's being drug out that it seems like they're stalling us out on. I just really don't appreciate them playing in our faces. I haven't. But now that's TV. Like, I did like Bad Boys. My sister put me on to the Bad Boys. With Mac and all them and stuff, and that was Playboys. Sorry, Playboys. I've never watched Bad Boys. I was Playboys. My bad. I never got into Bad Boys. But and there's like one or two things. Like, I liked watching the men. I wish I could have gotten more. I still don't know who won. I don't know what's going on with that. But at this time,
New Year. Where's the reunion, bitch?
Yeah, I'm like, I actually sat there and watched the whole shebang, and I was feeling it a bit, you know. They just left us hanging, but I'm over here stuck in limbo because I'm like, y'all don't have nothing else on this app right now that me want to see, and Baddies is like the only reason why I have been paying the subscription and stuff and whatnot is for the one or two shows that I watch, and if y'all just gonna keep playing around like this, someone else going to have to pick up the bill. You know?
Elsewhere.
Man, I'd take my money nowhere than elsewhere. With Scarface, I never could get into Scarface. I didn't really watch her on Now That's TV because, and if anything, the couple of things I have seen, there was the girl Liddy who put the other girl who looked like the girl I grew up with in Compton on her ass several times, and she was like big tripping about falling, and I never fall. Apparently she's supposed to be a fighter girl, and she just this Liddy girl is Cat. I think her name was Cash or whatever. But other than that, like I never got into Scarface like that. So my first introduction to her was this show, and it's not giving. Like Scarface, as she came off immediately as a hater who's just looking for a moment, when her coming at T from the beginning. You know, and now her making up this mess with Biggie when all the receipts show, girl, you're tripping. And you just gonna hold on to that to the day you die. And then she done went and brought persuasion in and stuff, lying on persuasion and stuff. It's just the looks never give. There's one decent picture that people keep using for her thumbnail whenever they're talking about her. But every time I see this girl on the show, I'm like, someone looks like they don't belong. And a Scarface. You know, I don't know, girl. I'm not.
Now, if you had to pick Now That's TV girly to go over to Zeus, who would you pick?
You know what? She wasn't originally a Now That's TV girly, but I would like to see Lucky Hustler on Baddies.
Oh, okay.
Because I think she's actually a baddie.
Yes. Like
you know, I think she gives it on areas, you know. So I would have liked to see someone like Lucky Hustler on Baddies.
BBL, so she got a new boy.
I've been looking for the pictures because she had the cute little petite thing going on.
Right. I haven't seen it. I need to check her IG. I haven't seen the body because she did have the goals.
Yeah, I heard about the BBL, but I haven't seen it. Like, honestly, I don't follow anybody on their social media. I only watch on the app. That's like the only place I really show up. But I do agree with what the other girl was saying. Like with Smiley, if you be lying about big things, girl, it's hard to, you know, is she faking? Is she not? But I think she was being very real. I remember my first time getting drunk. I was 16, child. I ain't know no better. This is before they recalled Four Locos from the country. And my first time drinking.
Wait, they recalled Four Locos in Belize?
Yeah, no, they recalled them from California. I was raised between four countries: Guatemala, Honduras, Belize, and California. I was raised between all four.
Okay.
I'm grateful now. So I'm a whole nother shebang. You gotta ask about me in Belize. They know Jay Ajane over there. But no, when I was a teenager and when I was in the States, I had my first time drinking. I had 2 Four Locos. And I think that's probably why I still don't drink alcohol like that for real, just a glass of wine from time to time to this day. Because that out of it, that deluluness that she had going on, the lack of bodily function, you could tell she was probably terrified. She knew she wasn't around people who really fuck with her like that. She called for her baby, all that other kind of stuff. I'm just like,
so you do believe that she wasn't exaggerating, that it was the actual situation, like a seizure and everything like that?
I don't know about seizure, but as far as like being too intoxicated and then you combine that with dehydration and not eating, I could see her getting very sick from that. And then if you're not used to feeling like that, like people respond to different things different kind of way. So if you're not used to feeling a certain kind of way, you can get scared and then you begin to panic and then your body responds a certain way. And so all of that might, make things worse than what it had to be and stuff. But I mean, when you just be out here lying, it's still hard to say. But also just me watching, it didn't look fake to me. If she was, girl, go ahead and get your little Emmy, your Tony, your Oscar or whatever, because
for real. I need to take an acting class with you, bitch, if you lie. Because goddamn.
Man, but also because even with the miscarriage thing, because even Sky said I haven't seen her drink the whole time we were hearing stuff, and then there was something I remember seeing a piece of an episode before where she was like, "Oh, just pour water in my cup, and I'm gonna pretend like it's a shot or whatever. I'm not drinking right now." I remember seeing her say that on the show too. The other time around the time of the miscarriage and stuff. So I'm like, if this girl is really out here fucked up like that, that's really, really, really fucked up, But again, you be on so much weird shit. It's like you can't be mad when people don't believe you. That's the boy who cried wolf. It's given, but with the story of the boy who cried wolf, he cried it, and there really was a wolf, but he just got ate the fuck up because I don't know. Oh, sorry, I don't know if we can cuss on here.
No.
Sorry.
I know you like this is towards the end of the video, so you two know if you're picking that up.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, the boy got ate up, You might want to try being honest, bro.
Did you sign a petition?
No, I didn't sign a petition. I don't think I want Rollie off the show. I just want Rollie to be the Rollie that I liked. I want her to redeem herself, and I know she can. Because when she was on Chance, and even on her first season of Baddies and stuff, Rollie was mad cool. She had her tips here and there. She liked to insert herself in little things that don't need to be inserted in, but she still seemed mad cool. She was cracking jokes. She was funny. She was personable. She was in general. It was giving the Jolly Giant.
Right.
She just had them times, and if we could just do something about that hater spirit, then Rollie would be given what needs to be gave. Like when they said Rollie was supposed to be getting her own show, I was looking forward to watching it. I had every intention on tuning in. Like this season right now. And Stunner, well, she ended up turning it around with Stunner Girl season 2. She got into it with Stunner for a second, but she let it go and ended up cool the rest of the season. Well, not entirely the rest of the season, because she ended up dragging Natalie. But that was different though. The point is, before it got obsessive, like she's being obsessive with Biggie right now. And it's just like, girl, you need a storyline? Because you are it's the reach. You haven't pulled a muscle. You sure you ain't dislocated that shoulder with that reach? Because I'm still trying to find the real issue with Biggie. We were all annoyed with how Biggie was on with Thunder Girl, but after that, when you let that go, you should let that go. Maybe I missed some social media tea or something, but I don't understand why she's so pressed to be beefing with Biggie? Like, do you just need somebody to beef with? Because it's like, really, your storyline, again, you got the Baddies Blondes coming out. You're known to be, you know, humorous from time to time. You could still be the comic relief or whatever. You know, you could actually like level up to baddie status. You know, you done got your body done. You know, you be keeping it together from what we see on camera. You be keeping it together. You be cute or whatnot. You know, you got your music, but all I've seen this whole season is you being on my nerves from the moment Biggie walked in, and it didn't have to like be that way. So I don't know,
So
child.
one last
I really
question:
do want Rollie to.
Would you want Biggie and Rollie on the same season next season? Because it don't seem like they're gonna change.
Yeah, man. I used to not like Biggie her first season, but she grew on me this season. This season, to me, Biggie redeemed herself. You know, for me, because she's standing on her stuff, and on top of that, she's not. What irritated, I liked Biggie from when she first came on until she got obsessed with Stunning Girl. Then I didn't like Biggie anymore because, like, girl, you know. But other than that, Biggie's cool too, and I think that might have been the tea. Like she said it. She said, "You just mad that you're not the only pretty big girl on Zeus anymore," or something like that. I'm like, I wonder if that's really what's going on, Battle of the Big Girls, because
I think it's a part of that. So you would want both of them on there or no?
Together after this season so far,
I would say no.
I would say no too. I don't know if maybe taking Scarface. I don't want Scarface back. I don't think Scarface should have came. I do like Biggie on Baddies, or maybe Biggie needs her own show, because at this point, Rollie kind of is Baddies. I think she definitely did a good job of
chance.
Well, that's the thing with Biggie.
Would cut his hair off if they gave him her love show called that.
LOL. I will say this though. I think because watching Biggie on Chance and then seeing her come to Baddies, I thought that was her redemption story. Like I liked her better on Baddies than on One More Chance. You know, Biggie. I don't think I need to see Biggie on Baddies to enjoy Biggie. I think Biggie could, because she, you know, and she was, you know, popping in her city and doing hostings and bookings and all other kind of stuff and all that. I feel like Biggie can probably have her own show or like a little short spinoff or something like that. I think if it comes to Baddies, like specifically that show, I think I'd rather have Rollie back and get her redemption on than to have Biggie back. But I don't want to see Biggie off of the network. I want to see Biggie in something because she's got something.
Right. All right. Yeah. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
All right, Nate. What's up, Taylor?
Oh my gosh. I can't believe I'm on here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, I've been waiting for a while. Okay. Where should I start? With Smiley, it's so hard for me to see, like, to think like if she's faking or not, because I've seen people have seizures and it's a scary thing to see. But like people have said before up here, like she does, you know, she is the boy that cries wolf, you know, and you can't really believe what she's saying. So it's really hard for me to really think like, okay, maybe you are telling the truth, or maybe this is like maybe you are putting on an act. And honestly, you need to be out there with the celebrities getting the Emmys right now. But
the irony of the Emmys airing today is crazy. I feel like Lemmy Pepper did that on purpose.
He had to have done it. Like he probably saw that and was like, ooh, we just gonna hold it back just a little bit.
Right. What were we?
Perfect. But it's just like, I'm sorry, Natalie did take me out. She was just yelling, and I was just like, why is this girl yelling? Like she gonna talk back? Like it's not gonna happen. But what else? The way how the girls reacted.
Yes.
I love Tasiki. Don't hate me, but I love Tasiki. And
listen, y'all can have y'all opinion. Y'all can come on here and say y'all team Rollie ET. This is for you guys to hear. So I can hear what y'all are thinking.
But at the same time, when she screamed out meatball, I was just like, at that point, I put my head down. I started banging. I was like, why would you say that? Like, I understand you're upset, you're mad, you might feel some type of way, but there's a time and a place for everything. And that was just not the time and the place. So it just really looked bad, just overall. And honestly, I hope we do find out the truth about this stuff. And I believe 100% like they are playing, like we're over here playing Clue, like we're trying to find out what's going on when all we need to see is the full unedited clip. Like just give us the unedited clip and
At
we
this
would
point, Baddies needs to come out with a board game
at
because
this point. And I mean, I'll be the first one to buy it because I'm over here confused. I'd be talking to all my friends like, girl, I don't know what's going on in this episode. Like, I feel like they leaving a lot of stuff just not,
yeah,
they're
but
not giving
just
it anything.
if you move this piece, you get bit by Rollie.
Oh yeah, because I'm like, okay, so where's the part where she stuck her fingers down? Like, come on now, like y'all make everyone looks bad. I'm gonna just say it. Everyone looks bad, but you see who they make their favorites look a little bit less bad than everybody else. But yeah, I mean that whole Smiley thing, I don't even want to think about it half the time. I was watching it and I was just cringing and just looking away. At one point I wanted to Google like what is going on. It was just a hot mess.
Now, did you sign a petition?
No, so I didn't sign the petition. But I followed the person that created it. And at that point, like other people said, so many people have signed it. I am gonna sign it tonight because I can't stand Rollie. I've never liked
Now, are you
Rollie.
registered to vote?
I am registered to
Okay.
vote. Like, I live in Texas, so I got to.
You
Like,
better vote, right.
I can't let. That's a no-brainer. I gotta vote, but I can't stand Rollie. I could never stand. Like, honestly, I saw Rollie as just a comedic relief. Like, I've never really taken her seriously. And now it's like, okay, you're no longer like the comedic relief. You are making me angry. And the way how you're acting, it's like, at this point, you need to get off the show. Like, you're not there. Like, you're just there at this point. You're there. We see that you want your camera time. We see you lying. It doesn't make sense for you to scream how much you hate liars, but yet you lying all in the same breath. It just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, she needs to go on another show. She can go back to putting Alfredo sauce all over her body if she has to. Like, I'm sorry. I just don't like her.
Now, also, what would be some people that you want to come back for the Caribbean? Off of this cast.
Biggie. I would like to see Biggie. Just to see like how the reunion plays out and then see how they react to her again on the season. Just to see a new side of Biggie, if the girls can see a new side of Biggie, if they realize like, damn, oh, sorry for cursing, but dang, we literally have been playing in this girl's face. Maybe we should, I don't know, stick up for a little bit because that's irritating. Sky. I like Sky.
Okay.
But that's about it. Everybody else, they can come back another season. I don't know.
Any final thoughts?
No, just you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Watch you every other day. Like, I always be like checking on YouTube, making sure you're updating, like, because YouTube be playing sometimes. So just keep up the good work.
All right, night.
Night.
All right. Also, you guys, I'm gonna take one more caller, but like I said, we're still doing what I call fan outtakes, okay? Where you guys could DM me, okay? Right on Instagram. If you're not following me, it's _picture Pierre, okay? Don't I look so good in this picture? Let me stop. All right, so y'all can DM me y'all opinions on the episode, and it will be aired in a separate video. So it's even better than calling in because you're gonna have all the time to talk. So if you guys send like first verse note, I'm gonna make sure to accept it so you guys can keep sending, because y'all know how Instagram is. You gotta get one message approved for them to keep sending other messages. So I'm gonna make sure to approve that one so y'all could send y'all voice notes and let me know what y'all think. Okay. What is going on, Stassi?
Hey Pierre, have a good night. So I want to say, like the caller before you, I am in Texas, and I do think that Smiley has a case on her hands, and we just watched the evidence tonight. as the girl from Guatemala, Honduras, all that said, is very hot, like in Texas. And in Texas, we know when you have a heat stroke, do not put them in cold water. Don't give them cold water, none of that. And Sky was just drenching this girl in cold water, put it on the back of her neck, all that. And in my honest opinion, I think that Sky low-key made her have a stroke. And them security guards with all that cold water they were putting on her body, because the temperature difference, that rapid temperature change, especially putting it on her neck and body like that will cause seizures. I'm sorry if I said stroke, I'm getting my words mixed up. But
No,
seizures, that's what I meant.
Right.
And so right there, we just watch all the evidence right there. So even if she doesn't remember nothing, the evidence of negligence, malpractice, I don't know exactly what she could file for, but I think she has a case right there. She don't got to remember nothing. Zeus did the work for her.
Ooh. So you think the coldness of the water kind of triggered it?
Yes, because if she's super hot, because Jamaica's super hot, and then she dehydrated and all of that. Yeah, that cold, that temperature difference right there is what would have triggered the seizures. So I wouldn't even be mad at her. I would sue. I wouldn't be mad. All the evidence is right there.
Now, what do you think about some of the girls' reactions to the whole situation?
So, did you peep how Sky kept emphasizing that she's a big girl, she's pouring her own shots? Did you catch that?
Yes.
I think Sky kept emphasizing that because she did not want to be implicated in any type of lacing or tic-tacs.
Poisoning, yes.
Poisoning, yes. Because I mean, she really kept harping on that.
I agree.
I was not in.
She's from New York, okay?
Yes, because at first I didn't get it. At first I didn't know, like, why she keep saying that? But then when things started progressing, she's like, oh, she peeped game. She's like, listen, we didn't have no hand in
caught up.
But their reactions, I don't know. I think they treated her worse than the dirty dog. I mean, yes, you may not like the girl, but I'm sorry. If she was acting, somebody called Tyler Perry. This was her audition for Zeus Scripted. If she was acting, phenomenal. She's going to get that role before Scotty on Zeus Scripted, okay? Phenomenal.
God damn.
I don't think she was faking. I really don't. So, but the reactions, I mean, I wouldn't wish death, potentially on my worst enemy, even if I can't stand you. Even if you feel away, like the last caller said, there is a time and a place. You can keep it to you. I like the way Camilla handled it. When she said, Smiley's being Smiley. I hope she does well. That you got to be nice, nasty with it sometimes,
Right.
And I think that was the most mature way to handle it, whether you felt that way or not.
So she showed us she was a Malone in this episode.
She showed us a glimpse of that Krishan immaturity. That's what we got a dose of today. But and watching Natalie talk to this girl, you know what? When Natalie was screaming at her initially, it reminded me, have you ever seen, or you might have been that person when you come across somebody that's deaf, and so you start talking louder? Like that's gonna help them hear. That is exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, Natalie, the girl is incoherent. There's no one there. The lights are on, but no one's there. You might as well stop.
Remember when Donna fought the deaf girl? She was like, you need to talk to me with your
inside hands.
Yes. Donna should have been on this season. Oh my gosh, she would
make a good baddie, and she is a baddie.
Yes, she's funny.
She is. Her and Sky would have been great.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just, this episode was a hot mess. I have to agree. I feel like my time and money was wasted. But you know what this makes me wonder with such a wasted episode, and Natalie already looking stupid like she did? What was in the episode before, which was the supposed reason that we missed last week?
I feel like that whole yelling was worse, and they cut a lot of it out. I think that was the part that was cut out, and then a lot of the Smiley stuff was put in. Just a conspiracy that I have.
I have to agree. Oh, and speaking of conspiracy, your caller a few ago with the baby and the son, I think he's spot on. Because see, here's what I didn't get. Smiley has 2 kids. Now, granted, I'm a mother too. I only have 1 child. Mm-hmm. And I found it very odd during the episode how she was only crying out for her son. Now, granted, yes, her son, I do believe, is the oldest, and so he's been around the longest, but I did find that strange. But when your other caller said, she was in between realms and the veil might have been thin in that moment, she might have been talking about that baby, that son she sent on home. I do think so. I really do. That makes way more sense to me.
Y'all went in deep tonight. I like this. Shut up, Shay. No, I didn't even think of that. And that is a good theory. That is a very good
It
theory.
really is because, you know, with her and her medical state, they do say, you know, the veils are very thin in between each realm when you get into those states. I mean, even being drunk, that's why they call them spirits. Each spirit, you know, does different things. So, you know, I buy that. I like that theory right there. I'm all on that 100%.
Now, what did you think of the whole petition, and did you sign a petition?
I did not sign the petition because I think the petitions online are stupid, but I do agree. I just don't think anybody does anything.
It, but you agree with it.
I agree with it. Exactly. I agree with it, but I don't think anything ever comes of it. So I don't sign stuff like that.
Now, are you registered to vote?
Absolutely, baby. I'm in Texas. I registered for my city, my county, my state, for everything.
That's all I need. All right.
Everything. No final thoughts. Have a good night, Pierre. Everyone like and share the video.
Thank you. All right, y'all. I am headed to Twitch. We putting a little all-nighter, okay, on Twitch, y'all, for the Not At TV, aka Not At Setup reactions. All right, so make sure you guys head over there. I'm putting it in the comments down below. It's pinned. Well, it's not pinned, but I just put it in the comments. All right, so make sure I go over there and let's react. And also for y'all that didn't get a chance to call in, like I said, DM a nigga, okay? And let your voice be heard. You will be seen in a separate video, okay? Let me know what you guys think down below about this episode. Do you guys think the whole situation shouldn't have been shown? Do you guys actually believe everything that happened? Leave your comments down below. We're on, baby.
No personal thing. All it